job, Minex. Today we're gonna see all the tutorials of the new weapons, because I figure out, guys, a lot of buttons have changed, and I want all my community that is gonna play this game, also starting from the beta. I want all of you to actually figure out what the new moves are, how to do that, and arrive prepared at the beta release. So this is what we're gonna do today. If we will have time, we will also play some Word, but I want to write a guide actually and put it on Discord for every weapon, every tutorial. Yesterday I watched some of them and I figured out, guys, that there are so many changes. So it definitely needs to be done. Something that is written. It's gonna be our Bible. We're gonna write the Bible of the hunter. Leave it on the Discord so everybody can read that. Alright, my friends. I mean, the mod will be also on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on whatever. You can find it also on Wild Blue Sides. I will put that there too. So, don't really care. Bruce, how you doing? All good, all good. Thanks for asking, brother. So, we are most likely ready to start. We have a lot of stuff to go through today, guys. A lot of stuff. And all right, so today is going to be a bit different from usual, guys. So what we're going to do is going to be a walkthrough through every weapon. Yeah, you missed the longsword action, which was the weapon that I liked the most for a simple reason, guys. It's the only weapon that the button has not changed. A lot of also I am joking. Also, greatsword has not changed. Also, guys, I played a lot off stream because to figure out also the other weapon that I didn't play yesterday in live, because I managed to play not for a lot of time. You know, the PlayStation was not mine, but I had enough time to try out every weapon. Now, I figure out that there are a lot of changes. Like, if you were good in Monster Hunter World, I mean, you can go by logic, but the buttons have changed. So, the commands have changed. You gotta restudy all of it. And before, since basically in a bit more than 24 hours, we're gonna have a beta out. for a PC. I want that all of us are gonna be prepared for Wild's beta on PC. So I want you to know that today we're gonna go through all the tutorials of all the weapons that explain all the new moves and what button to press. So also there are a lot of changes for some weapon like Charge Blade. Guys, Charge Blade has changed drastically, and so it's actually the best thing to do right now is going to watch all the tutorials. I'm gonna write a guide. I'm gonna do a thing that I didn't do from when I was going to the university, so some years have passed. I'm gonna write things there, and after the stream I'm gonna write a long guide on the Discord with an appropriate section, and this is what we're gonna do today. So first of all, we're gonna start from the weapon that the main storyline. Yeah, writing stuff down. Yeah, imagine me writing stuff down. So first weapon is Sword and Shield. So let's go like this. The pen doesn't write. I mean, of course, you have not written in years. And shield. Right! Oh. So now the first thing that we are going to do is actually we're going to go through a tutorial. Is there a way to put that thing full screen? Yeah. Better. I hate, you know, have borders and stuff. So, so this, all you see all of it, it's all the what we are not gonna look. Now, yesterday I found out that this was from 10 years ago. Alright, 10 years ago, 10 hours ago. Anyway, yeah, the thing is, did they actually put it out when PC beta starts? And the 1st of October for me at 4 AM in Europe. No, for not 24 hours. I said a bit more of 24 hours. So, anyway, you gotta find out a good tutorial, because, I mean, Arcade's Gaming, the one that he did for the Charge Blade is actually so good, because this is what I watch it like for chronology. I watch it. Where is it? Oh, this is, I watch myself. Fantastic. Yeah, Charge Blade new moves guide.
Focus mode is awesome.
Now, I was watching this. This, guys, is a dead-ass good tutorial. So, this is the first thing that we're gonna watch. Because actually, I cannot find... No, maybe, I want to check out, did they add all those
Hey guys, it's Paradise, and if you're a monster...
why a video can start... No, they did it only for Charge Blade? No, why did that? Bro! Come on, make more videos. This is all for Word, because these tutorials that they were doing, that Arcade's Gaming were doing, shout outs to them guys for Word. Guys, these tutorials have helped a lot of people. Really, a lot of people. Also for Sword and Shield and stuff. They do a lot of tutorials for a lot of other games, but Monster Hunter most likely is the main thing that they treat, I guess, because they did like stuff for every Monster Hunter. So, we are gonna watch first of all this.
Hey guys, it's Paradise, and
after we're gonna look toward... So, instead of Sword and Shield first tutorial, we're gonna start with Charge Blade, because the changes are so basically done. So, Charge Blade. Charge Blade. Alright. Let's go to full screen.
And with Monster Hunter Wilds open beta happening, we figured you guys would like some quick and handy guides going over the new moves for all of the 14 weapons. So we'll go over what they do, how you can use them, and everything you need to know to get started with the weapons in Wilds. We'll be making one for each of the different weapons, so tell us what you think of the new moves and what one you want to see next. But do drop a like below if you enjoy these and subscribe for more wilds every day. In this video, we'll be diving into what the community dubs as the most technical weapon, the Charge Blade.
Alright, this is from the video.
If you're a fan of massive burst damage, stylish guard points, and literally chainsawing your enemies to death, then the Charge Blade will have you beaming in Monster Hunter Wilds. It features extended combo paths, entirely new mechanics like overcharged files, and even reworked mechanics like how Savage Axe Mode now functions. And let's start off by talking about the Power Axe Mode, or Savage Axe Mode as many love to call it. This mode now reduces your file usage in axe attacks, including your amped element discharge, by half. This lets you stay in axe mode for effectively 2 times longer before having to refill those files. You can also deal multiple instances of damage as you saw the monster with each attack while in Power Axe Mode. It is a little tricky with the timing and needs a little bit of skill this time. The menu says continuously pressing the button when attacking with the axe does this, but from my own testing, I haven't been able to replicate it that way. But I have had consistent success by holding down the attack button as you connect the hit of the swing with the axe to the monster.
So this is the first thing. The tutorial in the game, the moves, it sucks, guys, because it doesn't say the real buttons. So this stuff. Now, be careful about it, because a lot of buttons that they say in the player guide that's in the game, and I figured that out also yesterday when I tried out Instaglaive, guys, because the DT button was bugged, because they say that the DT button is circle, but it's actually not working. So I spent literally 1 hour trying to do a DT by doing a rado, and I did a rado, but without doing the DT. That was the thing. You know how it is? So first of all, this is.
So if, for instance, you do a triangle attack in axe mode, you hold down triangle as it connects to the monster, causing...
So, hold down. First off, guys, hold down triangle. To chainsaw. Your enemy. After you have hit him.
Causing the blade to stay in place for a second as it spins, dealing extra damage. This also applies to circle axe attacks. Holding down circle as it connects will spin the axe in place for a second too. It's super satisfying to pull off.
It's much
There's
more
a few
complicated.
pathways to get Power Axe Mode in Wilds, and it's different to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. They all require an interaction with a monster or an incoming attack. Firstly is via a mount finisher. This requires creating a wound while mounted, and then pressing R1 to do a weapon attack on the wound, which will destroy the wound and give you the Power Axe Mode buff.
So, you cannot enter anymore in Power Axe Mode on your own. You have just 2 ways to enter in Power Axe Mode. So actually, it's not like Monster Hunter World that you press triangle, circle, then you press L2 and you go into the swing animation and you end up in Power Axe. So this is actually a big difference, because you cannot go anymore into Savage Axe Mode alone. This is something that you cannot do. Something that you cannot do, guys. So
the second way is through a perfectly timed guard follow-up. By guarding an attack like just as it's about to hit you, you'll get a perfect guard, then press triangle for the Savage Axe Slash, granting you the Power Axe Mode buff as well. You can, however, do this by perfect guarding a self-placed regular barrel bomb,
look at that.
and then press triangle afterwards, but remember it needs to be a perfect guard. This is the only option to self-activate Power Axe Mode.
So it's the only option to self-activate it. So to activate Power X. Or you interact with a wound or you perform a perfect guard. And with the follow-up, move, you go finally into Savage X. Let's continue.
Power clashes are another option though. When blocking enough attacks and perfect guards are best for this, you'll build up a power clash that works like a status, and once you trigger it, you want to mash the triangle button, and then after that press triangle again to do the Savage Axe Slash, giving you the...
Oh, okay, so you can do after power clash, press triangle, but your file's got to be charged before, so that's a thing.
The Power Axe Mode buff. Finally is our Focus Strike. It's called the Focus Double Slash. It has you leaping forwards doing a double slash that is great for closing short distances. You can do this both in sword and axe mode, but it will do the same sword attack, but if you connect it with a wound, it will execute the second part of the attack, which is basically the ultimate pizza cutter move. This deals some good damage, pops the wounds it makes contact with, and grants you the Power Axe Mode buff afterwards. The actual buff itself lasts for 2 minutes without any other factors, and remains on you even when you run out of files. But note that Super Amped Element Discharge will still dump all of your files, so the file reduction buff doesn't work for Super Amped Element Discharge. Next up, it's good to know that excess files will be...
So, the files can actually be consumed by Alf. Now, this is the big difference. You can consume half of files with the buff of the powering up the thing. Now we're gonna go through an overcharged files. Overcharged files is definitely a new feature, and there's a lot of difference with that. So pay attention.
Overcharged now, giving them a brand new UI appearance and enhanced effects of increased damage and charge duration. You can see here the regular files in Axe mode deal 10 damage on the training barrel and deal 27 damage with SAD. Meanwhile, with overcharged files, regular axe hits do 14 damage on the file pop or 33 damage on the SAD. That's a 40% difference in the circle axe attacks and a 22.22% difference in the SAD damage on the training dummy. Meanwhile, the standard duration of your shield charge with 5 files is actually around 2 minutes and 5 seconds or 125 seconds. The duration of the shield charge with 5 overcharged files though is actually 3 minutes 20 or 200 seconds. That means you get...
This is a big difference, guy. So now even skills like Power Prolonger, if you actually power up properly your... I don't even know, we don't know if power is still a thing. Anyway, this is gonna be the new way to charge your shield, because you want definitely, guys, to power up your shield with overcharged files, because you're gonna gain like 75 more seconds, and of course it's gonna be helpful.
Get the buff for 75 seconds longer, or 46.15% with those overcharged files, meaning each overcharged file gives you 15 seconds of extra charge time on your shield. Another big change is that you can no longer go straight into a super amped element discharge via your regular AED combo.
Yeah, this SAD now is a follow-up move. It's not just a move. So not just do an SAD. You cannot press triangle, circle, and do the SAD because you're gonna end up into an AED. So you have to take care about this. You cannot do SAD anymore from nothing. So this is sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very disappointed by it because SAD, I mean, it was so cool, in my opinion. But we cannot do that anymore. So we have to actually learn this thing, because otherwise we're gonna always end up in doing an SAD against a monster that doesn't look like good for Savage Axe mode, or if we are having troubles with charging of the Savage Axe, because we cannot do SAD anymore from nothing, and then we cannot go into Savage Axe mode anymore from nothing. So these are the two things that we have to most care about while we are playing a Charge Blade. So SAD now is a follow-up move. And let's have a look.
Strings. Instead, you must combo into an amped element discharge as usual,
Yeah, you see?
and then you can follow it up with a circle input to go into the amped element discharge follow-up. This is a new spinning attack, and after this you can press triangle and circle together to finally do an SAED as usual.
So, after the AAD, what you gotta do is this. After AAD, press triangle. No, sorry, press circle to perform a round slash, which is a follow-up, and then after it, this sucks for real, my opinion. You press triangle and circle. Okay, so it's AD into round slash into SAD. So you have to deal all this fucking combo to end up with doing super rampant elemental discharge. And keep in mind that now we cannot do any more super rampant elemental discharge with 5 files. So it's gonna deal always less damage than it dealt in War Dice board. Okay? So keep that in mind.
Alternatively, you can do a regular AED and just go straight into triangle and circle to do the SAED, skipping the
and
follow-up.
you're gonna use 4
You
files.
can, however, still block attacks and go straight into SAED afterwards with a triangle and circle input.
Yeah.
This is our shortest way to go into SAED.
This is the only way to deal on SAD properly. So you go perfect guard. It's the only thing that's actually the same as ward. Perfect guard. And to SAD is the same. So this is the only same stuff actually. Okay, let's continue.
And interestingly, you can trigger this by guarding a self-placed small barrel bomb, which is our best option for a quick SAED wake-up hit now. There's even a new, faster way to charge our shield with the shield elemental boost. You can do this both with and without charge. You press R2 and circle to bank any charge you might have, but then hold circle.
Okay, so after you charge your files, if you hold circle, you're gonna end up charging so fast your shield. And this is actually a great thing, so we don't have to do every time that rounding attack to charge our shield. This is a new feature This is one of the things that I like the most that they added, even if they removed the possibility of doing Savage X mode on your own and SAD from nothing. So yeah, they made Charge Blade combo heavy because they went more into Axe mode from Rise, which a lot of people playing WoW. Yeah, definitely. So let me change page. Yeah, guys, I'm writing. I'm doing this for you, so you will not be noobs on the first day of Wilds. You will not be. Me neither. Hopefully. So this is the thing. Now, charge the shield. After R2 plus circle, which is charge files, hold circle, and you will end up
which will instantly put any files into your shield charge. This overall increases the flow to charge your shield much faster. You can even do this from the new dismount attack.
Yeah, this
While
is great.
riding, you can use triangle for the riding attack, which slashes around you and is a good way to build up file charge while on the move. The dismount attack, however, leaps you forward, doing a slash and shield attack. But this can lead into several moves. Your usual weak slash and charged rising slash or morph slash, but interestingly you can also combo into an AED with triangle and circle, or the new shield element boost that we just spoke about with R2 plus triangle plus circle. You can also jump off of your mount to gain some air and do aerial attacks.
So R2, guys, R2 plus triangle and circle does it.
Triangle, you can do the jumping slash, or with R2 you can do the jumping morph slash. On top of this, we have a new guard point built into the shield elemental boost at the very end. So if you time it correctly, you can bank your files, charge your shield, and hit a weak point on an incoming attack, giving you more options when banking files.
Wait, what? Did he? Oh no, okay, there was another guy, but I mean, it doesn't sound at both of them if they did. Wait a second.
Boost at the very end. So if you time it correctly, you can bank your files, charge...
Okay, so the shield charge can be used at the guard point. So, and this is really important, guys. New shield charge. Can be used as guard points. That's
your shield and hit a weak point on an incoming attack, giving you more options when banking files based on the monster's movement. Focus mode is also a massive buff for the Charge Blade. Holding down L2 activates focus mode, allowing you to direct your hits towards the monster when moving. This means big commitment moves like AED and SAED can be completely spun around almost 360 degrees, making them super easy to hit. The Charge Blade also gets to use one of the awesome new mechanics, the Power Clash. Guarding and Perfect Guarding will have you clash with a monster, and then you mash triangle to win the clash, allowing for follow-ups with the Charged Rising Slash by holding circle, a regular amped element discharge with triangle and circle, or the new Savage Axe Slash, as mentioned before, giving you Power Axe mode. Well, as you can see, the Charge Blade is still a bunch of fun in Wilds with several new toys to play with. Hopefully you're enjoying these quick rundowns of the changes and now you're ready to hunt. This was everything to get you started, but get ready for the full in-depth weapon guides when the game releases. As the demo is subject to change, it's probably better we wait till release in case there's any new additional mechanics. So drop a like if you enjoyed this and subscribe for more Monster Hunter coming your way very...
Alright. Thank you, Arcades Gaming. This is going to be helpful. I wrote literally 2 pages of Charge Blade. Got a lot of things news. A lot of new things. Oh my god. Oh my god. So actually most of the things that we learned from Word, Iceborne or Rise, guys, they're all useless. Everything became useless right now. So keep that in mind. Now, Word and Shield tutorial. Let's have a look. Tutorial. Yeah, for sure, the tutorial is a great thing. Now the problem is to find something that is obtainable. This is Monster Hunter World. Man, they still did not do this? Oh my god. If I knew to know how to do that. Backstep guide. Dude, literally nobody. 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 Let's have a look. So we're gonna write a guide on our own, looking at gameplay. Since I played that yesterday, so I know the button. Let's have a look.
Oh no.
This is pretty much all the new moves we got. And this is so trash. Yeah, but not more than it.
Check out how fast you can get back.
Dang. So, as Ward and Chill, nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed, guys, and I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna ride a lot of Sword and Shield, and Shield. New Perfect Rush. Has a follow-up attack. And get ready. This is the right moment. And it sucks. Plus, nothing really new. Besides wounding in focus mode. All right. Focus. Modes. Perfect. For who doesn't know how focus mode works, guys, you have to hold R2. It's like aiming. Like if you ever aim it in every game that you have played that you need to aim. And then you have to press R1. It's kind of tricky because your brain is always set it to, if I press R1, I'm gonna shoot my weapon. So that's why it was kind of hard for me to figure out yesterday while I was playing Wilds. But once you get used to it, it will be okay. So this is how you do the thing. So Sword and Shield is nothing real debatable about. It's just nothing crazily new. So yeah, I think this is from Hama. Yeah, but this is not for. That's from Akeda. Now, after Sword and Shield, what else we got? Great Sword. Let's have a look if somebody has done a tutorial. Yeah, yesterday I tried it, Supreme Surgeon. But I actually want to understand it better because there are something that has changed. Oh, first of all, the buttons have changed. Now you do not aim your insect with L2, and you have to remember it because with L2 you go into focus mode. It's kind of tricky, you know. And so now you press R2 to aim for your insect. And also I did not figure out in 1 hour and a half, guys, how to do a DT, how to perform a descending thrust. I don't know if the game was bugged. I don't know if it was bugged or no, but probably it was, who knows, sometimes it bugs. Also, I had to restart it twice after the stream because it was always saying, go send this to Capcom because this error happened and blah, blah, blah. So this is what happened yesterday on my playtime experience. Also, guys, keep in mind I was playing from mirroring the PlayStation on the computer, so I had some latency. In fact, my skill cannot be considered like, you know, best thing to do. So, like, for example, if you watch a video like this for Charge Blade and Monster Hunter Wilds, guys, nobody's gonna understand shit because they don't tell you nothing. So, all 14 weapons explain it, dude. It's 1 minute 40. Oh no, okay.
Hey guys, it's Paradise, and what weapon is right for you in Monster Hunter?
When they did that? 3 days ago. This is definitely no. I need something fresh. I definitely need something fresh. That's right, DT and Rise 2 didn't work, so I deleted it all. What the fuck, bro? Yo, what's up, Steph? How you doing, brother? How to use Witcher's Ultimate Guide. Well, since we found this, next weapon is gonna be Witcher's. I tried it yesterday. I did also some new moves, but it's still better to take a look at the guide.
Right, for more Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah. We don't care about the intro. Anyway,
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Untouchable Wolf, and if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. It truly does mean a lot. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to use the Switch axe. So let's get started. This is the beta. This is a live gameplay, live commentary. So hopefully you'll enjoy. So sit back and relax. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. So the beta right now
I want to
is
write
open for
this
the
tutorial,
PlayStation
guys,
Plus
because a
users.
lot of stuff.
It started on October
changing.
28th. If you're on Xbox or Steam, you can play it on October 31st, which is Thursday, and it goes all the way to November 4th. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And let's get started with this live gameplay, live commentary on how to use this really cool weapon. And what makes this so very important, not actually have to get... So with
Bro, you're talking too much.
the offset rising slash triangle circle X. But now you see at the top left sword menu, the equipment menu, you see it right there. My file type. This is actually a increase of physical damage, raw damage with the power file. Different ones have elements, raw meter up there.
This guy's annoying.
Hey guys, it's Paradise, and the Switch axe in Monster Hunter Wilds has received numerous changes,
Why you make the fucking game before you have the game? What is the point of making this video, bro? Yeah, 1 month ago. 1 month ago, we didn't even knew that we were having the beta today. Gotta write this shit on my own. Anyway, great sword. Nothing has really changed. You lost this linger burst for every weapon. Literally, for every weapon. Is it the second weapon you review? No, actually we reviewed the Charge Blade and the Sword and Shield. But basically, Charge Blade, I wanna actually, guys, be clear. There are some changes for some weapons, but for some others, they kind of the same. Like Sword and Shield is the same. The only thing that has changed, and now it's more trash than before. Because actually, the Perfect Rush, guys, that's not deal like the incredible damage, and you don't have the last hit that is so satisfying. Like you grab the monster, pam, and it feels like you're doing massive damage. Now it does not have it anymore. You have a kind of a hit that after on the last hit of the Perfect Rush, you jump and you hold circle to land with the shield attack, or you hold triangle to land with the slash attack. But most likely that's it. The swap to aim seems bad. No, because L2 is the focus mode. I don't know. At least we cannot do that in the beta. I don't know if we will be able to do it in the game. So at this point, like for some things, guys, I'm actually wondering that focus mode was better to do not have it. Because, okay, it unlocks new moves, it unlocks new mechanics, but basically all we are having is the same mechanic that we had in Word to Tenderize. Kill Walktrough this morning. We had in Word to Tenderize that thing. And now the same thing is that, but the difference is that making wounds, I mean actually breaking wounds, is a new way to tenderize. Making wounds requires a certain time to attack and stuff. I mean, spam attacks on the same part of the monster. But in a 4-player hunt, who's gonna get the wounds? Because every weapon has a different wound damage. And for now, as I saw, the two weapons that deals the most damage on making wounds are dual blades, because you perform basically a surfing on the monster, and the charge blade, because the charge blade perform an quite infinite chainsaw on the monster part and break the monster down, and of course it's gonna be helpful. But now the breaking part of the some wounds, it also can be performed by regular attacks. So this is the problem. You can make wounds even without doing the focus mode attack, and if you break them, you're gonna waste the chance to get stuff. So basically, how it works like this. For example, this is the wound, and you are into focus mode, so you're aiming. If you, with the air one attack and only with that attack, you hit that wound while you are in focus mode, guys, you will perform the designate action that your weapon has. For example, with dual blades, you're gonna perform the surf after it, then you get the wound. But if you don't get the wound properly in the right place, you're not gonna perform shit. You're just gonna deal a small attack with R1 and that stuff. Exception with your stream, but oh my god, this is weird. That's true, bro. This is weird. So this is the first thing to do. Okay, so now the Switch X is not like the massive changes, but no, the problem is that still nobody 16 hours ago. New Switch X finisher. How to Switch X intro guide. Oh, this is from 2 hours ago. That may be good. Because look, I watched also this yesterday, and I don't know, the gameplay feels so weird, like so different to Word. I know there is no no JSD spam, but yeah, I accidentally put a 3 fingers on the thing. So
all right, Monster Hunter Wilds beta is here, or the demo, whatever you want to call it. Look, so we played it last night. Just under 3 hours. We beat all the monsters: the Chatacabra, the Adashiguma, or the Wolf of.
bro, we need to see if this is something that I can do too. Everybody can go into weapon control. Is he just streaming a hunt and will not explain shit? Yeah, first of all, look at this. Look on the top left, guys. If you see that, it's so different. It's actually so different. Your bar will now glow, and it looks like the blade of the axe is gonna turn red while you perform the Switch X. I mean the sword attack mode. Look at this. And this feels so weird because you will not have that overload
okay,
again.
so that's what that is. Okay, so we can hold triangle and circle, right?
Look at that.
Ready? And mount him? Or not? Okay. Hold on.
This is
Alright.
Copper jump.
We mount him. And then, you know, dim sum on him. I have yet to be... Alright. R1, we hit the wound.
So ZSD still thing.
And then... Oh, we have to do R2 before it finishes. Alright, so we'll do it again. Don't worry, we'll get another wound. We'll get another wound.
So double slash. Okay.
Alright, let me show you this real quick. This new finisher move. So let me dim sum on him. Oh, there's another one? Alright, so ready? Watch this. And then we hold R2 straight into this. It's not going to hit though.
Yeah, you hold R2
we got
onto
another one
that
here
thing.
we can hunt.
So by holding R2, you perform a follow-up move from a ZSD that you did not hit. Okay? So most likely this is the the most important thing. Follow up R2 from a ground zero summon discharge. Perfect. And that's the first step. So now there are a lot of other moves, but nothing really new and important. There's a thing that can counter the power clash.
There we go. I didn't. Maybe not.
But there are not like so many changes compared to other stuff.
See, I'm gonna sit here until I get it. All right.
He's trying to do that.
Oh, a little too late.
This is the stuff that I wanted to show you.
There we go. And then follow up. Nice.
So this is a counter. So basically, performing an upswing. An upswing. Imagine that they made a game where upswing is actually good. Imagine. With perfect timing. He's a counter. And has a follow-up. 2. Wow. Big changes. Isn't there a testing ground? It's only a tutorial.
Well, we should have been.
You in the beta you don't have a testing ground. Only on the tutorial. So unless you save every time, and every time you choose the other weapon, you will not have a testing ground. Yeah, it's trash. I mean, I agree with that. You need us to get a training area during the beta to figure out the things. I mean, because I know that this monster, Chaticabra, is unable to kill people, but dude, we need the training area. We need that. Okay? So, this is the first thing that disappointed me.
Are you struggling with getting the timing down for your super counter?
Dude, why open the Spark and Zero stuff? I don't give a fuck. Charge Blade, Sword and Shield, Insect Glaive. There's so much important. Insect Glaive, Arcades Gaming. This is 1 month ago again? Oh shit. Tipsy, you need to know. Tells you miss it. I need a good gameplay. This is from Peppo for sure, isn't it? No. Glucosio. Glucosio is kind of Peppo for sure. Dude, there are not a lot of stuff posted. Definitely not a lot of stuff posted. Well, this is just shit. No, nothing really helpful is actually in there. Guys, it's one of the weapons that has changed the most. How in the hell is possible that nobody has made a kind of a tutorial for it? Tutorial. No way. There's nothing. This is from 1 month ago. We're not interested in it. So guys, I think that a lot of weapons still has missing a lot of stuff. Because on YouTube, nobody has them. Yeah, 6 years ago. Anybody need the tutorial for Monster Hunter World Kinseclave? No? This is also 6 years ago, was it? Yeah, it's base word. It's not even Iceborne, I guess. Anyway, let me just check out Monster Hunter Wild bow. Actually, there's a video that I wanted you to see, guys. Because actually yesterday my Sari did that. And it's definitely worth to watch for every bow main. Because... oh, it's me there. Yeah, this. Look at that. Look at that. So this is the Rado solo with bow. I already watched it, guys. Make sure you take care about Visara, what it did in this video with the bow. Because actually a lot of stuff... I mean, it's not like the bow cannot miss anymore the arrows. Because there are some mechanics new. Because I tried it yesterday. And it's so important that you focus on it. Okay? So, let me do real quick this thing. Let me put that in. There you go. Alright, I'll be right back in a minute. We check out things.
Just give me the word if you decide you want to power this up. Those feathers will come from this class. What if you sure
let's continue to watch it together. No, I don't want to pose. So we don't have any more the stones to follow up after the spread shot. So the bow is kind of similar to Ward, but we lost the follow up with stones. If you haven't paid attention to your health bar, yeah, I know that the health bar is not visible due to my overlay, and in fact I don't know what to do to it. Yeah, but you know. I'll actually try a way to. I'll find a way to fix that. Maybe I will change overlay. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. I want you to pay attention there. See? So this is the. You got the wound. That felt so weird because if you, to do this. We gotta hold R2. Now, look at that. Look at the alt bar. I know it's not visible, but this. The alt bar is gonna be L4 a lot to figure out where the hitbox of the monster ends. Because if you're about to get hit from an attack, the alt bar is gonna be like squishy there. See? This is how it's gonna be. And it's, of course, gonna be kind of annoying. It's definitely understandable how annoying it could be, but yeah, I mean, this is how it's gonna look like. So, if you get used to it, you can take advantage of your own health bar, because your own health bar is gonna be helpful. It will actually allow you to understand when you're gonna be hit by a monster, when it's gonna be about that stuff. So, you know, when you're outside of a hitbox, when your health bar is actually normal, regular. If it goes like this, it means that you are in an area where the health bar is going to be blown up by the monster. Let's continue. See? Now health bar becomes normal. This is how you make the wound. The wound has that follow-up attack. So basically making the wounds with bow is actually very helpful. You see now he has only one wound there. You can destroy that while he's flying. Oh, also another change important. You don't go into any more Thousand Dragon animation, because you do the Dragon Piercer. But you can do that if you are holding R2. So in Word, the difference was, if you hold R2 and you charge 2 times of charging the bow, you will increase the damage that you deal with the Dragon Piercer. But now, if you hold R2 and then you press triangle and circle, you're going to end up doing the Thousand Dragon spread attack. So there's no more way to actually charge your Dragon Piercer, because your Dragon Piercer is going to be normal, like just one level of charge. You're not going to charge it. And I don't know, but I think that this is going to be good, because actually charging the Dragon Piercer plus the Dragon Piercer animation, it takes a lot of time. On the keyboard I cannot help you, bro. Honestly, I can't. I don't even know how to play Word on keyboard. Yeah, for the Sacred, if you are on the Sacred, you press the up button on the controller, like the directional button. You press the 1, and you will automatically follow the monster. To actually make it run, if you hold R1 but you release it, the Sacred is not gonna run fast. So, but if you press Alt L3 on your controller, the Sacred will automatically run. What the fuck? What? Okay, this is a bug, you know, but it's the beta still, so hopefully kind of this stuff is gonna fix it. Also, the coatings looks weird. Because it's not like you have any more 50 coatings and you use them. You have 8 times each. And I still have to realize how to craft this up. You have to definitely go through. Okay, this, have you seen that dodge? Now, let's talk about that dodge. This is a dodge that's in weapon as, like bow and dual blades. The trace arrow. The trace arrow, you can see them. They are on the top of them. You see overpower coating there. Overpower coating. No, it's not normal perfect dodge, because actually that move of the perfect dodge will increase your damage for a certain amount of time. I don't know how much time exactly, but we will figure out, of course. But performing this will increase your damage after. How did they equip the trace arrow? Well, the trace arrows that you have, you can equip them from there, like actually coatings, and you're on the top of there. So you actually scroll up on this thing, and then you equip it. So you can see there. See? This is the perfect dodge. You can perfect dodge roar, and your damage will be increased. Now it's equipped with 3 traced arrows. Yeah, bow looks so good. See? We tried to perform a perfect dodge there. This move kind of one-shot. We experimented that yesterday. Because Rado was my first Haunted Wilds. So you have to re-equip every time the power coating after they end. Now he's already limping me there. This is your hunter that can talk actually, so he will tell you things about the environment and stuff. Still on top? What do you mean still on top? Now, I know he forwards the L bar. I will have to change the overlay for Wilds. Because we can now reposition this stuff. That's gonna be sad, because actually I love this overlay. If you want, we can choose an overlay for me together, guys. Look at that. I know I will have to change it. I didn't figure it out yesterday while I was playing. But we will have to do that. Because that overlay was so good looking for Ward, but for Wilds, we gotta change this thing. Or I have to make it more transparent, kind of. I don't know why I did that. Because I'm pretty sure that if we did a Dragon Piercer there, it was more damage. Also, I hate the fact that every time the monster sees you when it's in new area, he will roar.
Nicely done, Hunter. Glad you're in one piece.
Yeah. So, you have seen actually how Bo is in this game. It's beautiful.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let go of it.
Actually, Bo is beautiful in this game, guys. One Piece reference. Yeah, that's true. So, thanks Maisari for posting this. We definitely need that. Give him a like, guys. Now, I will also show you from Team Darkside. Two speed versus radar. So this is also important. Now I will show you the difference. So first of all, if you take care about this, guys, look closely. After this, after that perform this, you can actually do other moves, even if you're gonna charge bar. So you see, after you did the rounding slash, you don't have to shoot the weapon like this and end up to perform an EI slash. Sì, Ale, penso che sia Peppo, infatti. So first of all, these are the Unbreakers, and this, look at that, this is follow-up move of the Unbreaker. See, a lot of new moves we have there. And performing this is always going to be helpful. Look at this new moves. We're gonna get used to it, because after 20 years, guys, 20 years that we had the same moves, they're gonna change. Look at that.
Got it on the ground.
So you perform an Unbreaker, then after the Unbreaker, you actually perform another attack if you press R2. This will also charge your dodge when you perform a correct VI slash, like in Rise. Now look at that. Look at what he did there. See? You can actually stop your Elmbreaker if you are me there, and you see that it's not gonna hit. This is great. This is so good. Look. Look, you realize there that you're not gonna hit the monster because the monster is moving. Then you press X, and this is what you're gonna do. It's so simple, so smart. Okay, so you can just delete it. You can cancel the while you're me there, and you will not lose your gauge. It's so good. You will not send Elmbreakers into another dimension. See, cancel it again. Now we know that it's gonna hit. We will perform that. So actually performing the follow-up attack, it will require 2 level of dodges. Still, we will have flinch free, guys. This is the saddest part of the thing, cause this is sad. We'll still have flinch free. For some reason, they bringing it back, even though everybody was complaining about it and they were making mods to avoid flinch free. So we will have to make again flinch free builds. See, this is the small monster that are hitting actually monster. They are kind of helping you. You see, so actually Nailbreaker plus the follow-up requires 2 level of touch. Otherwise, you cannot do the follow-up. This is the perfect bait. Look at that. Guys, Longboard looks so good in this game. Look at that. God damn. This guy also looks like he's very good at playing it, even if the game has released yesterday. Probably it's because it's Peppo, and he has always played Longsword from like Monster Hunter 1. I've been watching his videos from like forever, from Pick Me Ride. He's so good. So good. They're not letting the monster leave the area. Look at that. It's been like minutes and minutes. You already know about the stuff. Follow up. Flinching. God damn. They're so good. Nothing to say about it. Look at that. This is ridiculous.
I'll draw its attention.
The Longsword will have a lot of DPS. I'm kind of sure. Yeah, Longsword, guys. Longsword has an increase of DPS that is absurd compared to the older games.
Set a trap.
Another monster's horning in.
Look at that. Because how long did it take? Less than 6 minutes to capture a Raido in the demo with base weapons. This is absurd. That's just absurd, guys. I don't know. They already playing so good. Oh, welcome to the team. Is this Glucosio a new guy? Oh, it was not Peppo? You was not Peppo? No, no, I gotta ask to Vaisari. Where's Vaisari? I wanna know. I need Vaisari here now. Dude, I will ask him. I told that he was Peppo. He was playing so good. God damn. And you gotta be also Italian, so this just feels weird to me. Whoa. God damn. So guys, Longsword has a follow-up attack, and it has also a perfect evasion, and has many other things. Now, every perfect evasion that you do, it will perform damage. So, yeah. It's actually absurd. It's definitely absurd. No, all the things are they just posted that today, so yeah. Nothing really new that they posted from new stuff. But yeah. So, goddamn guys. That's a lot of stuff. That's definitely a lot of stuff. But this guy did the solo raid though. Less than 6 minutes. 5:59. God damn. Dude, people are already speedrunning the demo. I mean, I was already expecting this, but god damn. 540 Rado with charge plate? Now I want to look at that. Look at this. Got a bow gun. Is this? Oh, it's the demon powder part thing. So you shoot the demon fang on the ground and you're gonna be boosted. Okay. Oh, another new things, guys. You don't need files anymore to go into Savage Axe mode. Look at that. This is interesting. So now, going into Savage Axe mode is harder than before, but you don't need files. For some reason. Okay, so now charge the shield. He's not overloading the files though. Look at that. Yeah, he's holding. Dude, the damage looks insane. Look at that. He already stunned it because it has some power there. Look, you see, you can see with half of a file. Look at that, bro. This is insane. You already got a wound. Uh-oh. Look, this guy's already so good. But he's not even healing. Like, you don't care. Look at that. Still aiming for the end. Look at that. Look, he holds, he hit, he holds, and then literally chainsaw it. So now that the Savage Axe looks like a chainsaw more than ever. God damn. Dude, it's the second KO that he has in, I don't know, a minute? 2 minutes? That, bro. And he has already again another wound to destroy. Look. This is where you destroy a wound, you chainsaw him. You're now for 64. That's a lot of damage. Flashing him, of course. Also, I noticed that Flash does not have a cooldown in this game. I don't know, maybe it's because it's low rank. Also, in Word in low rank, you cannot do this. You can do flash a monster every time that you want, like your Charlotte, you can flash him forever. But in Iceborne, the things changed, and you can flash it twice, then you have a 5 minutes cooldown, and also on the second flash, the monster will not fall on the ground. You will just keep flying and attack randomly. Look at that, bro. This is insane. Look at that. Yeah, you have to hold. Dude, the gameplay is totally different from any other monster on the game. Look at this! Bro! He absolutely destroying him with half of a file. Yeah, actually when you hold... Okay, so when you hold circle or triangle while you're performing the attack there, you will actually be able to chainsaw him actually just by using half of a file. Look at that. Look, look, look. You see, you can do an AAD using only a half of a file, not even a full file. Dude, this guy's insane though. Look at that. It's absurd. She's out of the hitbox. The health bar was not floating. God damn. Dude, Charge Blade is also so good. So complicated to use, but actually so good. Yeah, it's not even missing a single flash. And yesterday we noticed that the flashes are easy to miss in this game. Look at this. Bro. It's actually absurd. Look at that. Look at the damage. Oh, it's on the wrong side, crap. God damn. So he's not overcharging the files. This is weird. I thought that overcharging the files because we figured out that the damage is so higher and also the duration of the shield. In fact, this shield now is not charged. Wow. Dude, just wow. Wow for real. Wow for real, bro. You're great. You're GG, like. Way. Okay, Visari, someone just beated you. Someone just beated you 4 hours ago, Visari. I'm sad to tell you that this guy has done Raido Bow solo in less than 6 minutes. And I want to see the difference of the gameplay. Dude, this is crazy. Is it an HD? Yeah, the problem is that it looks so washed on PS5. I hope that the graphics will change actually a bit on PC. Okay, track and arrow. Okay, perfect dodge. Okay, so he's performing from the start a lot of perfect dodges. Dude, again, another perfect dodge. Dude, this is insane. Okay, wounding. Wow. So making the wound after the perfect dodge will help you a lot. Atrox, because there are too many things to see. We have to arrive prepared at the demo release for PC. Yeah, look at the damage, how much increases. Alright, now the fucking arrow. Blazing on. Insane. This is insane. Look at that. Bro, it's absurd. Look at this. So you can also perform perfect evasion while you're in focus mode and do things. Okay, the wand is destroyed. Bro. Wow. Well, this bow playing think that both mains in WoW are gonna be so epic once they figure out how to do things. Yes. Bro, it's ridiculous. He's performing. He already knows the patterns. Look at that. He already knows everything. Japanese players are a lot of steps ahead. I don't know if this guy's Japanese though. Yeah, but yeah, the kind of looks kind of Japanese. God damn, bro. Like, it's just a gameplay. Yeah, this perfect dodges. I don't know how many did that. Wow. Yeah, the dragon arrows also helps a lot. So actually the Dragon Fuser is a follow-up after the second round. Bro. The timing that this guy has is absurd. Oh, bro. That's a Dragon Arrow. So we have to figure out how to get the Dragon Arrows and stuff. Okay, yours. Dude, this guy looks like he has already like 1,000 hours in this game. Is he a developer or something? Dude, he knows the patterns. Also, that move is so hard to dodge. He dodged it like nothing with a perfect dodge. This guy knows the timing of everything. How many raid though has killed him in 24 hours? Look at that. He can perform a perfect dodge on every single attack of the raid though. It's ridiculous. Don't tell me. Even on that? Of course he's leaving, dropping. Yeah, the drops take a bit more of war to actually get used to. Dude, this guy's insane. Bro, you're crazy. You're that crazy. Oh, they're again. This guy is Peppo, not Peppo. He's Peppo. The Peppo version is playing Hammer. Well, let's have a look at the Hammer against Raido solo. He also is kind of speedrun, even though he wrote. Maybe he wrote the time in there, but I don't know. Let's have a look. 41. Okay. So you can perform that as a dodge. Okay, so the hook low on the ground is actually ready to perform it. What is this? You can counter like that every attack, an attack like that is gonna pin you on the ground? Wow. So fast also. The problem is the charge, and you have to perform that thing. bang. Look, it's absurd. Look at it, I already knows the positioning and stuff. It's crazy. Bro! Look at that! Dude! God damn! Flinches. One destroyed. But he was not a... Oh, now he has a pulse mode. Now I want to see another counter. I want to see another counter. Okay, so a lot of time you will not perform the earthquake attack. Yeah, you will perform this most of the time in multiplayer, I think. Because with that move, you don't launch players. And it's so fast. It's faster than the regular stuff. Only the charge is actually... Charge it, I think the game calls it earthquake in the game language. Not a KO. It's still, he has not done as much as KOs of the charge blade that it is. That was damn. Bro, it's chasing it. Change Gary, I think you got a sharp too. Oh, Selfiex, thanks so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome in. We're watching. We're doing a walkthrough also from all the speedruns that has been posted on Rado, because we actually see the gameplay of each weapon better. Because still nobody has made tutorials and stuff except for Charge Blade, that Arcade's gaming have done it, but all the others one have not. So we're gonna figure out things from this. That's been fun. I mean, I noticed that yesterday. I played that on mirroring, so that's why I had a lot of latency issues and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the PC one. I want to play from PC. I want to see how it's different because it does not look so much fluid on PS5. Like it would, but also I remember that also in Monster Hunter World was the same for the demo. But it was on PS4 though. Look at that, look at that. That move is crazy. God damn. So Earthquake is a new move. Keep reminding myself just a bit, yeah. I mean, yesterday I played that. I tried a lot of weapons. I mean, there are some changes that I love and some changes that I don't like. But yeah, oh, this is the environment stuff. When it goes on that spine, it's gonna flinch if it's flying. If it's not flying, it's just gonna take damage, but it will not flinch. I noticed that while I was hunting it yesterday. Dual blades, I mean, they look cool, but the new changes that they have added to the demon dance, that you can perform it only after you have charged your bar, I'm not sure that I really like it. But regarding the rest, of course, you got a lot of new moves, you got the perfect evasion stuff that does a lot of damage, and every evasion that you do from that moment you will feel kind of good damage from some time. So yeah. That is actually cool. Also, you perform a lot of more surfing stuff due to the wounds. So dual blades is actually a nice weapon to get wounds. I think that is probably one of the two weapons that deals most damage, because on my experience at least, charge blade and dual blades that do more damage possible on wounds, and insect glaive on wounds basically does not deal a lot of stuff. So making wounds, like in group hunts, we will have wounds priority. We will figure out who takes some wounds with his proper weapon, but we'll do that later in the game, of course. Because from this beta, everything can be changed, and we still have to figure out. After this, I want to look for an insect glaive solo. Yeah, I want to see an insect glaive solo. Actually. This is out. Oh, we did the new run. I see, because actually yesterday he did that in 11 minutes, and today he already sub 7. God damn. Is there any insect glaive solo? Oh yeah, this is sword and shield, so. Yeah, we're gonna watch this after. Great sword solo. Like sword and shield, guys, it really disappointed me a lot from my gameplay experience. Yeah, I tried that too. The problem is that they changed the buttons, and you cannot change buttons randomly after years that we play all of them. Like aiming the Kinsect with R2, and R2 before was stuff to, you know, talk stuff. Back step. Mounted directly, because he is making wound. Because actually mounting, guys, is very good in wilds, because mounting allows you, with a powerful attack, you have two different attacks. The small attack, which you press with circle, and the big attack, which you press with triangle, is going to allow you to make wounds. And after that you hit the wound, you can destroy it while you're mounting, and of course, proc the knockdown. Anyway, the mounting mechanic is different, so you have to pay attention on it, because you have to select the time that you do the finisher. The game's not going to tell you the proper timing. And while you're doing the finisher, if you're doing that with the wrong timing, there's a nice chance that you're going to miss them out. So the mechanic will be different. We will figure out a solid way to mount monsters, because actually it will be needed again. Dude, this is timing. Yo, Cavs. We're looking at some speed runs on Rado with every weapon. Figure out what they can do. Okay, so this is the mounting, the wounding move of Sword and Shield. We already know. He's actually moving because he knows that he's in a transition area. No, yesterday I played Wilds on PS. Now I'm just watching speedruns. I'm not playing. See? I'm not playing. Because there are too many things to figure out. Bro, this guy's insane. What is this timing? The game came out yesterday. How does he know that? I mean, is he just looking at the map? Don't tell me. Don't. No. Yeah, this is a bug. Also to my sorry that happened. And while the monster falling, freeze in the air for a bit, and then we'll go again. This environment stuff, and they're so weird, these animals. Look at how ugly they are. Casual speedrunning Rado. Yeah, I mean with longsword. Oh, the monster destroyed there. Something. What's going going on? Chupacabra is running away. Alright, you see that radar was coming from the map. His blow looks solid. I don't like the Perfect Rush. I don't like the new Perfect Rush. No, guys, we are watching Caps. We are watching a lot of speedruns, and if you watch the Charge Blade one against Rado and the Bow one, they were actually crazy. Crazy. So good. I don't know how much Gillimantle will be used in this game. I hope that they will change the item box for the beta. The item box is so uncomfy compared to the Word one. Might switch to bow main now. Oh, not a bad idea, dude. Bow looks insane. Bow definitely looks insane. Yeah, you see, I like this move of the Perfect Rush. I don't really like this follow-up. I prefer the Perfect Rush Word. The final hit was so good. So the damage is different. He's using a lot of an environment. Oh, he got hit by that. Like with the rocks too much. He didn't went directly for a Perfect Rush. Joining Sweet Checks, I've never played that before. Well, yeah, it's a bit different. It's not that much of a difference from Word Sweet Checks. It has just a couple of new moves, but nothing hard to do. Like, kind of simple and similar. Of course, the not having a collage flow. Yeah, the damage output of bow is crazy. Also, Longsword, I start to think, and the Charge Blade as well. The Longsword with the follow-up attack of the Elmbreaker, and also with the possibility to cancel an Elmbreaker there. Well, you will be able to deal a lot of more damage because you're not going to lose random gadgets. You're gonna do follow-up attack after an Elmbreaker and perform the same damage that basically cannot deal with the same Elmbreaker. So every Elmbreaker with a follow-up attack will deal damage. It's two Elmbreakers, kind of. So it's gonna be very good. Like this thing is what I'm not understanding. Yeah, it's way easier. So he broke the wound. I mean, Wooden Shield does not look like so OP like it did in Word. It doesn't look like it. I mean, this is the making wound. Not crazy. Also, the fact that we lost his Linker Burst was definitely a lot. Look, he's not doing Perfect Rush, he's doing just that attack. Maybe it's because this attack does more damage than the Perfect Rush at the end of the day, but I don't know. Broke the horn. Yeah, this is the same move that we have Word up to. flashing him. He's trying to... It's broken. Oh, he's waiting. Finally. Took so long. Thank. With Great Sword also looks like weird. This is 4 hours ago. 7:36. Yeah, 7:36 is also good timing. We have not watched the Great Sword yet, so let's give it a look. Let's have a look at this. This Sword and Shield guy decided to use a lot of environmental stuff instead of just performing quick rush things. Shoulder, jack. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, I want to figure out that counter, how to do it properly. Because yesterday I wasn't able to do that consistently. Also, he's going for the environmental stuff. This guy's audio is so loud. Wow. Wow. That's so different. So actually performing that counter deals a lot of damage. He's using luring pods to attract the monster around the map. On where are the rocks? There's the map tells me where. Yeah, there are. Do this. Yeah, you will always aim before performing as a DCS. It's interesting how they are using actually. Oh, he was charging the counter. Is the counter better than the TCS at this point? This is what I'm thinking. Not a problem. Well done. No, whoops. Not the luring pod. So this is the second guy that we see doing that. Also, we have still to see somebody that switches weapons. Because for now, only the Charge Blade guy was switching with Bogans to get the buffs from the Demon Ammos. It was kind of understandable, but... I don't know if you can do that on the wall. So how you end up on it? Yeah, you see that the health bar stops pushing around when you're doing that thing. again. Forces transition area. Also, the monsters when they change area, it's so much more, so much faster than World Iceborne, if you notice it. At least the monster who flies, because the other one has always been like that. But the monster who flies in this game, they just start flying and run. It's not like all the flying animation that you have a lot of time to do stuff. This is kind of weird. Keep going. We need to overrate no feeder. He's not going for making ground while the monster is on. This is also interesting, so maybe it's not that worth it. Wow, 200. So yeah, performing that counter is actually the best option at this point. Never watch a 200 and more in this game, yeah. Besides what we can do. Environmental stuff. I think. Everybody's using like the environment. Oh, counter the roar. Wow. Did it? Please drop in there. Yeah. Well played, dude. Using a lot of environment though. Now I want to see an Insect solo, guys. I want to see an Insect solo. It's definitely something that I want to see. Problem is that probably... Wait, nobody has done it? Still, we have 0 Raid Doe versus Kinseglade. Wow. Can mean two things. Let me check out if I'm just doing this, going over and over. Will I found actually? This is warden shit about this. What is this? This is a gauntlet. This is a gauntlet. Gauntlets is also interesting because this move actually now it looks good, and you can do it twice before we reload. You can see you have 2 charges of it. Is the base word combo. What was that? Whoa. How did he do that? I want to figure that out. never using the shelling. Never. Gotta play Chuba Roar. Flash again. Three damage. 1029, not a lot. Oh, he did nothing. It was just well positioned. Okay, that makes sense. I want to see if it has like kind of counters or sub. Alright, flashes. Everybody's spamming flashes like a lot. God damn. Hit it. Well. He's not. He got the 2 level of Gudges fulfilled, so he's not using shelling. So maybe shelling is not worth it. So if at this point I think that we will have frost. What? What was that? Was that a shield animation? Well, this is for making wounds. Okay, this is the focus mode where you make wounds down there. And after this, yeah, see you gain it in, you have a follow-up attack that he didn't use anyway. Oh, that hurts. By the way, raid those guys. It's actually a pretty easy fight. That's what I tried it. It was the first thing that I tried in this game, without even knowing new patterns. But yeah, it's definitely kind of doable. Now look at there. Look at the environment. You see all this fire? I want to pause it because I want to explain you a thing. This fire is not caused by the monster. This is caused by you. So it's your fault if I'm burning. Because now, let me go out of full screen so you can see the health bar. You see, you're burning. Look at it. Look, he's burning, and he's burning there. But this fire is caused by the gauntlets because you got an overheated piece of iron in your hand, which is going down on grass and stuff around, and the grass of course takes fire. And it's the same for charge blade and same also for other weapons. But like this, look at that. Look at that. Keep that in mind. Don't get burned by yourself, because this is going to be your fault. It's not the monster, it's you. I don't know if we will have something like a heat guard that can prevent it, but yeah. Does he have no flash limit? Damn. Yeah, for now, yes. Even in Word, if base Word, you have no flash limit. When you actually arrive to Master Rank, you will have double flash. The second one will not even KO the monster if he's flying. And then you will have a 5 minutes cooldown before you can flash it again. Yo, Icebird, hello. So in this game for now, it's going to be different. Maybe in the DLC it's going to be... God damn. Didn't break the wounds with it? Okay. Dude, see, everything is getting fired on the ground while he's walking. See, he's burning his own health. Got a base camp set it. Oh, you have a limit of 4 camps that you can set in the beta, guys. So I don't know if we will have a limit of camps also in the regular game. Yeah, Atrox want to play Word. But we have to figure out many things. I mean, guys, literally 4 a.m. on 1st November. So it's going to be kind of days and a half. Kind of a day. How does that make Phil? Now I want to figure out all the new moves of every weapon in Wilds, guys, because they are so different. This is kind of another game. This is kind of another game. Oh, okay, it didn't fall, even if it was flying. So maybe there's a sort of cooldown or limits. We still don't know though. Okay, and the flash duration was actually way lower there. Okay, so this is how you make wounds. Make also another wound on the head, I guess. Oh, it's just broken. Wow. Yeah, so breaking wounds and breaking parts, guys, is not the same thing. No, Hydrox, I will not play Genshin. not even was in my mind, but not only today. Like, well, let's not. Exactly, let's not. Let's not play it. What's he doing? Oh, in focus mode, yeah, he's actually trying to get the wound. It's so hard to get sometimes. Because it does not have like an auto-lock function, as a lot of us thought when the game was now releasing. Alright. Got the wound finally. This Rhino is flying a lot around the map. Sounds like the Talos. Alright, mount. Finally, we get to see a mount of gauntlets. How does people will feel like FPS games it is? But maybe, I don't know, dude. I don't know how it will feel. I just know that sometimes on controller it's so damn hard. Like, because some wounds, guys, they can appear on the back of the monster and you have zero access to it unless you hold. Like, for example, if the wound goes from there, how do you hit the wound there? On the back. And you have to wait that he falls, go on the other side, and go there. But otherwise, it's going to be complicated. Or even not possible. Don't know. Did you get spines around? Or no? He was trying to get a wound on the head. No, thought that was an allowed. So why is he doing that? And he's never doing the follow-up of shelling. I don't know why. Oh, because he's dead. Makes sense. So balance is interesting. I'm gonna make some food, then I have to do some tuning stuff. Alright, Iceberg. So this is actually, you know, kind of complicated. No, there's literally no Instaglaive gameplay against Rado. Like, if we look Instaglaive against Rado, there's no single Instaglaive gameplay posted. Oh wait, we got one. We got one. We're gonna watch this probably. Chess no equipment. I see why I did that. We all see why I did that. Anyway. The base glaive is also so bad because it's so slow. Look at that. With the wide, you manage to jump. Like in every other game. And you mount. Oh, lightning hit it during the mount. Oh, we got the L bar dynamic. Something that I will not do. Maybe you cannot see that right now, so I'll do this for a second. So you see the L bar dynamic. See? Not getting the orange. The graphic is set to HD, so I don't know why the graphic is so bad on this. Just the upload feature. Dude, I actually don't see any DT. So there's no DT in this game? No DT? Yeah, the Sacred is dumb, guys. Keep in mind that the Sacred will not save your ass from a monster. Because you will go right into the next attack that the monster will do. You do not control it. I run away as fast as you can before healing. So do not trust the Sacred. Never. Never trust the Sacred. See, the Sending Slash, it says. But we don't get to see the Sending Thrust. Alright. Look. See, descending thrust. Also, the game tells you that it's circle button, but it's not circle. If you look at the top right, it's not circle. I tested it yesterday and it was not circle. So if there's no descending thrust, I don't know. I mean, it's so different. Yeah, in fact, he's not spamming the Send Trust. Oh yeah, that move is good damage, but you will it will make you disappear all the buffs that you have with your insect. So keep that in mind before doing that. Keep in mind that you will have to restart all the insect buffs. He's not doing a DT. Not a single DT has been done. It feels so bad. It's so weird. I mean, this gameplay, to me, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like good as it is in Word. In fact, he's not spamming nothing. It's not DT spamming up. No DT. It's just this. Roll, strong jumping, advancing slash. Also, he has disabled all the damage stuff. So we cannot see numbers. I don't like this. But it's the only Instaglaive video that we get to see. That's a problem. That's the problem. It's the only video. Yeah, because all the rest is not on. So we don't get to see a lot of stuff. Maybe let's see a hunting horn versus Rado. This is a Latran. That's from Word. We don't see nothing. No, like Instaglaive, we don't have any kind of crazy stuff. Nothing crazy was there. So one thing on an Instaglaive is not being played that much. This is just sad. We watched Ammo, we watched Sword and Shield, we Rado DB solo maybe. It's 30 minutes. No, it's not the one that we're looking for. Lance solo 13 minutes. This also might be interesting. But I want to see a speed run. Because on speed runs we see actually, you know, things. This is something we have already watched. That was crazy. Yeah, dude, still not nothing. Dual blades. Let me try to write it completely, but no. Still no, not a speedrun properly made compared to the other. The other stuff. Maybe we have to watch this. Maybe this is the best.
Now starting off with the first Monster Hunter Wilds beta here, it's only natural that we put out a video that has all the best new mechanics and new combos for every weapon.
Yeah, this is something that we need.
Now, as I played the demo at PAX West and tested multiple weapons, and as I am a 20-year veteran of the Monster Hunter series, I am so very proud to be able to bring you all of these new mechanics and new attacks for all these weapons. Disclaimer number 1. Not all weapons are alike in the Monster Hunter series. If you're a series veteran yourself, you might already know that, but if you're a newcomer to the Monster Hunter series or you're not familiar with all of the weapons, some weapons make use of combos more so than others. Some combos with certain weapons are literally non-existent, but more importantly, some weapons aren't about the combos. It's about understanding how to get some of the best damage and understanding the new combo routes to give you the best playstyle that suits you and you alone. And as there are 14 weapons in the Monster Hunter series, we're going to keep it very short and simple on the best findings that I've gotten from every single weapon in this beta. Disclaimer number 2. If you're looking for a certain weapon to suit your needs in this very long video of mine, there's timestamps down below. Now without further ado, let's get into our first weapon of the video and the tried and true weapon of the Monster Hunter series, the weapon that every main character uses on the front covers of the games, the Greatsword. Starting with the Greatsword, we have the tried and true 3-hit combo. An overhead slash into a wide slash into a rising slash. We can change this combo up as we need, and we can press whatever button and it'll basically all flow into each other. Otherwise, the Greatsword does stay simple with a true charge slash combo. Pressing triangle 3 times in a row, and holding a charge down and letting go on the 3rd charge with perfect timing leads to the true charge slash.
Nothing
Tried and true, simple, and not really much has changed except for this bad boy. The Greatsword with the rising slash now has a charged rising slash.
The charged slicing slash. So triangle and circle, you press it, and this can be used as a counter. So you can charge a counter, most likely. You still have to have decent timing on.
The offset rising slash.
Look at that.
Now something to notice about this attack is that if you miss at first, it actually hits on the back. And let's not forget the focus mode. Holding the left trigger and pressing the right bumper gets you the perforate attack with the Greatsword.
Well, no, Daniel. Actually, I figured out yesterday, because I played that some off stream, that I had a lot of latency because I was playing mirroring the screen. So I had a lot of problems. But, I mean, I played it on the regular PS5 on the TV. And I had the same impression. I don't know, have you played when the demo of Word came out on PS4 and you see it was a bit laggy sometimes and stuff? And it was actually the same thing. Now we're going through like every weapon. We watched also some speedruns. There was no dual blade speedruns, but I found this video. Well, this makes this actually explains the new best combos for every weapon. This guy had a lot of patience because you can do this only during the tutorial of the game after you choose the weapon, and yeah, this is it. Because actually there was no access to the training area and anything.
Sword. What's nice about the focus mode with the Greatsword is that you're actually able to change your charge swings. So if we do the first couple of attacks, but we decide we want to hit a monster behind us, so we can start holding the left trigger, and we can actually change the trajectory of our true charge slash. If you want to get into the true charge slash even quicker, you can actually do something known as the tackle. There's a few ways to access the tackle. First, you can guard with your greatsword. Yes, that's right, the greatsword can guard.
Kick.
You can press triangle to do a kick, and then press triangle again to go straight into the tackle. And it'll lead you into the second swing of the true charge slash combo. And you get straight into the TCS, just like this. While your weapon is unsheathed, you can also roll and press triangle to go straight into a tackle. And the same thing. You can also actually just start charging your first slash, tackle, tackle again after the second slash, and go straight into TCS.
Nothing new. These are the old things.
Next, taking a look at the longsword. The longsword actually got a couple new moves. The first thing you'll notice is that your triangle combo actually has changed. It does 2 overhead slashes into a crescent slash, back into the overhead slash. Now the circle button still does a normal thrust attack, but if you press it again, you actually get your rising slash. Of course, we are utilizing the spirit gauge in the top left. For those who already play longsword, you already know what to do, but for the newcomers, what we have to do is that we have to charge our gauge up, and then we can press the right trigger over and over again to get the spirit blade combo. 3 presses, landing with a 4th one, gets us the spirit round slash. Our gauge upgrades from white to yellow to red. A typical normal combo with the longsword will now just be pressing triangle and triangle until we get the crescent slash. Then we start pressing the circle button, as much as we want. The longsword's actually pretty nice because you can just do this infinitely, and it really isn't going to matter what you want to do. Now, as you notice, the animations take longer, but they do more damage. The circle buttons are quicker, and you can react at a moment's notice if you need a smaller recovery on your attacks. We're in the white buff right now, but when our gauge is filled in the top left, we can do the Spirit Blade combo. This is done by pressing the right trigger 3 times, and then pressing it for the 4th time to end with the Spirit Round Slash. Using the Spirit Round Slash combo will consume a lot of the inside of your gauge in the top left corner, as you can see, right here. It's going to expend as we do these attacks.
He's not explaining the first thing.
When you do the Spirit Round Slash combo, you can even hold a direction to the left or right to change your trajectory as needed.
Yeah, you can direct.
I'm so sorry, Artemis. And of course, after the Spirit Blade combo, we can press the right trigger and the X button at the same time to get into the Special Sheath. The Special Sheath can actually be done out of any attack. The quickest way to get into it is by doing a thrust. Pressing the triangle button will actually give you a buff that refills your gauge over time. As we are in the red buff though, you'll notice that it actually doesn't do anything for us. Only in the yellow or the white gauge or the no gauge.
Oh, okay, so the red gauge will not auto-fulfill automatically when you are, even if you do the double slash of the sheeted. So this is gonna suck, but we're getting too many.
We can also press the right trigger to do the EA Spirit Slash.
It's actually to balance the game a bit.
The EA Spirit Slash used to take a meter, but it actually doesn't take meter anymore. This is a move that's used to counter an enemy's oncoming attack. Now, what's really new about the longsword is when you are in the red buff, our attacks actually change. You'll see on the top right, it actually says Crimson Slash 1 now, giving us an extra attack on all of our button presses. Now, going over the red gauge, actually, it always is going to continuously decrease. Even though the Spirit Blade combo doesn't take away from it, so you have a limited amount of time to actually get your finisher move with the longsword. Now, the quickest way to get your meter filled is by pressing triangle twice, and then pressing triangle at the circle at the same time to get the Fade Slash. We get a full bar of meter from that, and we can go straight into our Spirit Round Slash combo. By pressing the right trigger and the triangle button at the same time, we get something known as the Helm Splitter attack. Helm Splitter actually has a follow-up attack now, though, too.
Yeah. This is
by pressing the right trigger after this, we get the Spirit Release Slash. Note that the Spirit Release Slash now actually takes a whole bar as well. So doing the Spirit Helm Breaker and the Spirit Release Slash put us all the way down to white bar. The Sword and Shield remains pretty similar to all the other incarnations. The Sword and Shield has very fluid and movement-based attacks, with pretty short recovery on them. Pressing the triangle button over and over will get you a 4-hit combo. Pressing the circle button will actually get you a 3-hit combo. This combo does more damage for 3 hits, and indeed ends faster, but the recovery on some of those attacks is actually longer than the recovery on some of these attacks. So in a short period of time, press the circle attack combo for the best damage. If you have a longer period of time, it's better to go for the triangle attack. But what's great about this is actually that you can mix it up. We can do 2 triangle attacks, into the circle attacks. Or we can do the circle attacks into the triangle attacks. And now we can do it again. By pressing the triangle and circle button, we can actually get an advancing slash.
Show us the important one.
You can be in neutral state or running when you press this button, and you'll get a quick hop. You can then chain this attack into your normal combos, of course. Now, Sword and Shield can build up stun attacks on a monster's head. If we hold our movement stick in a direction, then
before
press
everything
circle,
else.
we'll
Guard Slash is back.
actually get a shield bash combo. This can also be chained out of any attack. By finishing any typical combo with the Sword and Shield, we can press triangle and circle at the same time, and instead of an advancing slash, we'll actually get the spinning Reaper. If we follow this up by pressing the triangle and circle button again after it, and charge it, we'll get the charge chop. This is looking to be the Sword and Shield's best. Follow this up by pressing the triangle and circle button again after it, and charge it.
Charge a chop.
We'll get the charge chop. This is looking to be the Sword and Shield's best damage in a short amount of time. Now, the piece de la resistance, by pressing back and circle at the same time, we can actually get a back hop, which leads into new attack combo opportunities. To get into the back hop, we can also press the guard button and press back and circle at the same time. Pressing nothing will result in the leaping slash, which also has other combo attack opportunities. Triangle is the falling slash, which is good for mount damage. Pressing circle is the falling shield bash, which does blunt damage and does a considerable amount of damage. And finally, pressing a combination of triangle and circle will get us the plunging thrust, a new attack in Monster Hunter Wilds.
This is a new attack.
But that's not all. We can also do our focus attack strike out of the air with this. If we press the focus attack button combination, we can do it in the air just like that. Now, finally, out of the back hop, we can do the perfect rush combo. You have to time the button presses by pressing triangle over and over again at the right time to get the best damage. This also leads into a jumping attack. But finishing up this combo, we can actually do the spinning Reaper combo. Now, starting off with the dual blades. The dual blades does have typical triangle.
Daniel, this is what you're interested in.
And circle combos, but these combos aren't too useful. Maybe in a longer guide we'll cover these attacks.
Yeah.
Instead, let's go straight into what the dual blades does the best. So much of the longsword, we have a gauge that we can fill up in the top left. But to do this, we have to activate our demon mode. Pressing the right trigger activates demon mode. Entering demon mode consumes stamina at a rapid pace. But through the use of demon mode, we can get way better attack combos. Pressing triangle over and over again will get you the 6-fold demon slash. Pressing circle over and over again will get you the demon flurry rush. Now, what's different about the dual blades now is that doing the Demon Flurry is actually the Blade Dance 1. It actually ends a bit prematurely, as you can see. Right there.
Yeah.
So if we do it again, and we press the triangle and circle again, we can continue the combo. Into the Blade Dance 3, which looks way cooler, does a lot more damage, and it's an actual combo attack.
Yeah,
You'll notice that our gauge actually fills on the dual blades as we do attacks. But only when we do it in Demon mode. If we do it outside of Demon mode, it doesn't do anything. Going straight into Demon mode and filling our gauge is our first priority.
Yeah, so it's different. It's a different way of game playing it from every other game of the series. So you cannot do perfect.
Now that we have our gauge all the way filled, we actually have a damage buff, and when we go back to our normal state, we enter the Archdemon state, which retains some of the properties of Demon mode.
Yeah.
And talking about the Blade Dance further, you'll notice that we can actually press the right trigger as well. This will put us back into Archdemon state, which is actually our normal state. Pressing triangle and circle gets us a Demon Flurry combo without having to be in Demon mode.
Dude, it's a lot of different. It's a lot of different.
The best attack combo that we can do is by doing the Blade Dance 1
so much
and pressing
different.
right trigger over and over again to switch between the states.
Oh,
Pretty flashy and pretty sick, huh? One thing to note about the Archdemon State's Demon Flurry attacks is that they actually have some mobility. If you hold a direction, you'll actually go in that direction when you do your next follow-up attack.
Oh.
Ah, yes, the Ham Bam. The first thing you'll notice is that your attack combos are way faster with the hammer. Pressing triangle over and over again will get us the Golf Swing combo.
Of course, this is what we already know.
Pressing
from
the circle button
Gen
over and
1.
over will get us the Big Bang combo.
Oh, we know this from Gen 4. Okay.
If we hold down the right trigger, we actually can charge up our hammer at the cost of some stamina as long as we're charging. What's nice about the hammer is that we can move while this happens. As you may have noticed, there are 3 levels of charge when we are charging. Letting go of the right trigger will get us the charge Big Bang attack. New to Monster Hunter Wilds is that when you're moving with the hammer and you release the right trigger, it used to go into the spinning bludgeon attack, but that is no more. We still go back into the charge Big Bang. But you will notice in the top right that we can actually go into spinning bludgeon out of the Big Bang attack by pressing triangle and circle at the same time. The spinning bludgeon actually ends on itself if you don't press any buttons. But if we press a button in between the spinning bludgeon attack...
What?
At different times, we'll get different follow-ups. The hammer even has better mobility now. As we are charging, we can use our hook slinger to do the charge step by pressing the circle button.
Okay, so this
takes a considerable amount of stamina, so be careful using this. But every time we do a charge step, it actually adds a charge level to our hammer, which means that you can get all of your charge at a moment's notice.
So basically, the charge step counts like, you know, do you remember the sliding word with bow? It will always be the same in Wild. Yeah, anyway, we just watched it at OC Genial. Anyway, we're looking at hammer, and actually, guys, the charge slap, you can use the claw to charge yourself faster, reposition and evade. It's so crazy.
In on the enemy.
Dude, we can see why this is favorite Ryozo Tsushimoto weapons, because look at this.
Now for old Monster Hunter players, the power charge is actually gone now. In its place,
the power charge is gone, so you cannot press circle while you're charging the hammer. You have to take care of mine.
Charge. By pressing triangle and circle at the same time, when we are at a level 3 state, we enter Mighty Charge. If we keep holding down the right trigger and press those buttons, we'll get into this bad boy. You can
what buttons?
Keep holding down the right trigger and press those buttons. At a level 3 state, we enter place, we have the Mighty Charge. By pressing triangle and circle at the same time, when we are at a level 3 state, we enter Mighty Charge. If we keep holding down the right trigger and press those buttons, we'll get into this bad boy.
Okay.
You can continue this indefinitely as long as you have stamina, as you can see. And of course, we just have to release to get the Mighty Charge Slam.
Okay, so this is kind of
we can
the
go
new
with the
thing.
Spinning Bludgeon as well.
And it has a follow-up too?
One thing to note about Mighty Charge is that it doesn't do attacks, even though it looks like it probably should with the spinning of the hammer. Now, one other thing to note as well,
Mighty
the Mighty Charge actually has different levels of attacks, just like normal charging of the hammer. If we release early, we'll get a Mighty Charge upswing. If you are in a tight window on a monster knockdown or something like that, getting a quick charge out of your hammer and pressing triangle, getting the charge follow-up, and going straight into the Big Bang combo is your go-to attack. Now from here, we can either do the Big Bang finisher and call it early, and go into the Spinning Bludgeon, depending on how the situation looks.
Dude, it's crazy.
Or we can do the same combo, but we can actually go
crazy.
into the Mighty Charge. And then we can still go back into the Spinning Bludgeon attack.
Dude, you can do infinite combos with Yama.
I'm assuming anybody watching the hunting horn part of this video is probably a horn main already. But if you're not, I'll give you a very, very quick and simple rundown. In the top right, you'll see the triangle, circle, and circle together gives us different melodies. And a little bit to the left, you can actually see we have a cheat sheet for what melodies we want. We can provide buffs for ourselves, our cat, or even our teammates when playing in multiplayer. Now, by pressing the triangle button over and over again, on the top left of the screen that you can see, whenever we do this, we actually strum notes up.
Okay.
To play our notes, we need to press the right trigger.
We know that shit in the game. Okay, so you can.
Of course, we want to go for something like attack up small here, though. So to get attack up small, we got to press triangle, and then circle, and then triangle again. Now the notes are strummed in the top left, and all we have to do is press R2 to perform the melody.
You cannot press again R2 again.
Attack up small on our cheat sheet is actually highlighted in yellow. We can actually get 2 levels of buff with the hunting horn. So if we strum it up again, we'll actually go to a purple buff.
Yeah.
Every button on the hunting horn, triangle, and circle together, do a 2-hit combo normally if you don't press back.
Okay.
Now we can chain any of these attacks together, actually.
Alright, they added a lot of changes to the anti-Gorn.
But what's nice is that holding back on the stick actually gets us...
Honestly, I prefer anti-Gorn word anyway.
Hilt jab, which actually makes things quicker, and we can chain any attacks we want, but we can only do a hilt jab
you know how I played
attack.
anti-Gorn word.
We can press any button
Is
combination.
an hammer better than Sword and Shield? Probably it is. Actually, damage-wise, it is. Yeah, hammer has infinite follow-ups, bro. It's ridiculous. Hammer can follow up and follow up and follow up like infinite time. Every move has a follow-up. It's just, I don't know.
It's the hilt jab. Now by utilizing these shortcuts, we're going to get into some other shortcuts. To get double buffs on your hunting horn is actually pretty simple. We can have 3 melodies queued up at a time. Now by pressing the right trigger and letting the melodies play out, we get all these buffs, but it actually turned into Echo Wave and Sonic Waves mostly. If we press the right trigger again though, after all 3, we can get what's known as the Encore. The Encore is a very quick and very damaging move that looks a little different in this game and is much faster. The Encore basically plays all 3 buffs that you already did, all at a moment's notice. And so if we want to attack up small, for instance, we'll queue that up. Then we'll also get fire resistance up. Now by pressing the right trigger, it'll go in order, as you can see on the list on the left. And then if we do the Encore after, we'll get the secondary buff for attack up small.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Encore
is change at the bottom.
See on the text on screen.
Okay,
now
so
let's talk about shortcuts further. Yes, you see these on the
ground.
They
changed a lot of buttons. Why the hell?
We can do them at any point. Pressing X and R2 at the same time will get us the Echo Bubble.
Like, what is new in this game? The buttons.
As you can see on the right, the Echo Bubble effect evasion and movement speed up has been activated. Whenever you or an ally touches us, your evasion and your movement speed will increase. The Echo Bubbles actually aren't free though. As you can see in the top left, you have 3 little indicators. That's how many Echo Bubbles you can put down. But when you are doing Echo Bubbles, you can actually press buttons to store notes.
Oh, it's this. Look. These 3 are the bubble indicators. Didn't even figure them out.
While you're doing it, but you can only store up to 3 notes at a time. So if we want to attack up small, for instance, all we have to do is press the white note, the red note, and then the white note while we're doing the Echo Bubble, like this. Now we already have it strummed up, and so we can just go straight into attack up small, just like that. And of course, let's not forget the Encore. We actually don't have the spin to win move in Monster Hunter anymore. If you know what the spin to win is from Monster Hunter World, yes, it's gone. It is definitely gone, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have the melody known as the offset melody. Now I'm going to show you the best possible combination you can do. Since we can only play 3 notes while doing the Echo Bubble, so we're going to press triangle and circle at the same time to get offset melody started. Then we're going to do the Echo Bubble and play the rest of the melody to get the offset melody completely strummed up. Then we're going to press triangle and circle and R2 at the same time to get the offset melody. It's a bit tough, but once you get your hands on it, the hunting horn is actually super baller. Whenever we do have these Echo Bubbles placed down also, pressing any button will actually get us extra attacks on all of them. Not one of my favorite most recent weapons, the Lance. Now starting off with the Lance.
What's going on? No, the move that after the bonk you can press L2 and spin. You don't have it anymore, but you can do other stuff. I prefer the spin, honestly. Where it spins. Spin to win. Always. Always.
Lance has been given a serious improvement to its evasion. Pressing triangle and over again will get you the mid-thrust attack combo,
that's sad.
But now we actually have an addition to it. After doing the mid-thrust 3, we get the triple thrust. Mid-thrust don't do as much damage as high thrust, as you can see. To do a high thrust, we actually just have to press circle button. We can do a combination of the 3 attacks as well. We can actually change the trajectory of the Lance attacks by pressing circle or triangle in the combo that we want. Now, in Monster Hunter World, the end of the high thrust was actually the best damage, but they all do 24 damage, as you can see now. The new best way to get damage is actually by doing the mid-thrust at the end of attack combos.
Yeah.
The mid-thrust normally do 20 damage, but as you can see, it did 29 right there. Another follow-up to any of these attack combos is actually by doing the charge counter. We can press circle and hold it down, and we can get a charge counter attack. If we get attacked by a monster while we're doing this, we'll actually deflect the attack and do that attack.
That feels so weird.
We can also now do the leaping thrust by pressing triangle and circle at the same time at a moment's notice. Another attack combo that you can also do is by pressing triangle and circle in the middle of any of these attacks to get a white sweep attack. Now the white sweep attack actually does a considerable amount of damage.
Wow.
We can't actually do the wide sweep without starting a combo first. So the best attack combo for damage would be the high thrust into wide sweep, into mid thrust, into triple thrust. Now let's talk about guarding. Out of guarding, we can do a lot of things. We can do a power guard. While we're holding guard and we press the circle button, we'll go into a power guard. We can do something known as the payback thrust, which does a considerable amount of damage. We can also press triangle to do a guard thrust. We keep our guard up while attacking.
I mean, this is trash. Huh? Don't do that.
But most importantly, we can do the dash attack. While guarding, if you press triangle and circle at the same time, we'll get a dash attack. Now, the dash attack actually has levels to the damage that you do. You'll notice you'll get a red glow as you dash further. But if we end it prematurely, it doesn't do as much damage. You can actually do this out of attack combos. With the dash attack, you can also press back and the X button at the same time to stop and turn around. You can even press back and triangle to do a reverse attack. So if you have enough time on your hands and you want better DPS uptime, we can do an unending combo.
Okay.
Okay, the gun lance. The gun lance has changed a lot.
Wait, so how about you give me a couple of $1,000 and then I will give you the half of them. But this is... Yeah.
Ladies and
nice
gentlemen.
option.
The small ammo icons that are normal shelling, we can press the circle button to get shelling damage at any time, which is basically explosive damage that used to do fixed amount of damage, but we do not actually know, as of the beta yet, how this damage scales. Some do seem to think that it does scale off attack damage, but until we get the full game, I'm not committing to saying anything. But as we press the circle button, we'll do some shelling attacks, which actually decrease our icons in the top left. That's because we're expending ammo. If we're guarding with the gun lance by holding the R2 button, we can press triangle and circle at the same time to get the Wyvern's Fire attack, which has been significantly upgraded in this game.
Yeah.
You can actually see that our Wyvern's Fire icon recharges in the top left, and we have access to another one at the same time.
Oh, we can do two of them.
While the Wyvern's Fire is recharging, you'll see that our gun lance is overheated with the hatch open. Now the final shelling is in the middle. That's known as the worm stake. One way to get into the worm stake in the old games was by pressing shelling twice and going into a third one, but that's actually no longer a thing.
Yeah.
Now when you are shelling, you actually have different levels of shelling that you can attain. If you hold it down shortly, you'll get a brief damage increase. I'll do all the different levels of shelling with charging in order so you can see the damage differences and how long it takes to actually charge.
Yeah.
So the shells individually aren't actually charged anymore. Whenever you're holding it down, you'll actually notice that multiple shells get consumed all at the same time. It depends on how many ticks you hear for how many shells you have in your clip. So we have 6, for instance. You're going to hear the sound effect 6 times if I charge it all the way up.
4, 5, 6. Boom. Yeah.
We can end this prematurely if we want to. We can do 1 shell, and then we can do a few.
Actually, it's also visible there, you see?
It's all up to you. And of course, reloading is done by holding the right trigger and pressing circle at the same time. Now, the other simple way to get into the worm stake was by pressing the triangle and circle button at the same time to get the rising slash. Pressing triangle will get us the overhead smash. Pressing triangle again will get us a wide sweep. If we follow this 3-hit attack combo up by pressing triangle again, we'll get the worm stake cannon.
Doesn't deal that much of a damage.
Now, whenever we finish a combo off with the wide sweep, that's how we get into our worm stake. We can actually do this now by pressing triangle 2 times and pressing triangle again a 3rd time. Getting into it pretty quickly.
Oh, okay, so it's different.
We also now have access to unload all of our shelling and our worm stake in one attack combo.
What's this?
After getting the wide sweep, press triangle and circle at the same time, we'll get the worm stake full blast.
Worm stake full blast into the... Oh.
By pressing R2 and circle in the normal of attack combos, we can actually get a quick reload, but as you'll notice, it only reloads our normal shelling. To get our worm stake, we do have to do a manual reload. However, in Monster Hunter Wilds, we actually have a new way of reloading it. By doing a focus mode attack, we'll actually do the Drake Augur attack, and that'll reload it for us. This is a nice way of being convenient to do a focus mode attack to kind of tenderize the monster, but also get your shelling reloaded for the worm stake cannon. Now, the best attack combo is still indeed the rising slash attack combo. But next we'll go into the Wormstake Full Blast.
Yeah. I mean, this is still the best
Something
thing.
to actually note too is that we're actually more evasive with our gun lance with the use of shelling. If we do shelling in a particular direction, we'll actually go toward that direction.
Oh.
We can do this indefinitely.
This is also interesting.
As long as we have shelling. If you're unfamiliar, the switch axe is actually a weapon that goes between axe form and a sword form. By pressing the right trigger, we can actually morph into sword form, or vice versa, to go back into axe form. Our combos in axe form are as follows. We press triangle over and over again, up to 3 times, to get a 4-hit combo. If we press the circle button, we actually get something known as the wild swing.
Alright.
If you don't press the button any further, you'll end prematurely. But if you press circle over and over again, you'll keep the combo going.
And it
If we end the
requires
wild
stamina,
swing
though.
prematurely, we'll get the overhead slash, which goes into our normal triangle attack combo. However, if we get at least 2 attacks in the wild swing and press triangle, we'll get the heavy slam attack, which powers up our axe mode, as you can see with the switch axe kind of glowing. Pressing triangle and circle at the same time gets you an offset rising slash, which can go into any attack combo that you want. While in sword form, we have different combos, and if you notice in the top left, the axe part of our switch axe is powered up from the wild swing combos. But we also have another part of the gauge there as well. The bottom right part of that gauge is powering up our sword mode. That's done by doing sword attacks continuously. So if we press triangle, for instance, a few times, we'll get overhead slash combos, and it's basically an unending combo.
Why you gotta look at it in your back watching this? We gotta understand this thing.
And you can see our sword mode's actually getting powered up
Wanna
with the
be
red gauge in
prepared.
the top left. But as we attack, we'll actually expend the energy in our switch axe to get this done. Sword mode requires energy, so it's all about switching between axe form and sword form to keep your energy up. Axe mode replenishes the energy, while sword
It's
form
not doing
utilizes
the
it
follow-up attack
to
that
greater
I do
heights.
like every time, most likely.
When we achieve the full red gauge of the sword form, we get a power up. Sword form also has circle attacks as well.
Okay.
Since we have our axe form powered up and we're full on energy, we'll do a combo, and then we'll press right trigger to go in the sword form. By pressing the circle button, that'll fill our sword gauge the fastest.
Okay.
When the sword gauge does get full, all of the energy in the sword is actually replenished. Now, axe form, of course, doesn't do as much damage as sword form, actually, but still has its place and its purposes, as it doesn't utilize energy, and it actually replenishes your energy. So the fastest way to get our sword form charged up is we're going to run in and do a 3-hit combo of triangle. And then we're going to go into circle. And circle again, and then one more triangle attack to finish it off. Next, our biggest damage is by doing the element discharge. Triangle and circle at the same time will get it started, and mashing triangle and circle will actually keep it going. If we end it prematurely, our hunter will back out of it. But if we mash it, like I said, of course, we'll get the elemental discharge. After doing the elemental discharge, we actually have a follow. To get the best damage possible, we're going to press and hold the right trigger. God damn, that was flashy. Now, for those who don't know, the Charge Blade is actually an extremely complicated weapon, and I highly suggest you don't start with this weapon as your first weapon if you're new to the Monster Hunter series. But first off, Charge Blade has a sword and shield mode.
The Charge Blade is
and an axe.
highly complicated weapon.
Pressing triangle over and over will get you a normal attack combo. You can do this as many times as you want. As you attack with the Charge Blade, you'll notice that your sword actually charges up and starts glowing. In the top left, we have vials, as you can see. Vials are used to actually dispel all that energy when we're in axe mode. But to get there, we need to get our empty vials charged to red by doing normal sword attacks, and the fastest way to get those vials charged is by holding down the circle button and get a charged double slash combo. If we start guarding and press the circle button, we'll actually turn that sword energy into vials that we can use.
Okay.
Now the vials are filled in the top left, as you can see. The Charge Blade is actually capable of utilizing these vials in a lot of ways. And since this is not a beginner's guide, we're actually going to cut to the chase. How do we get into SAED since we can't do the Savage Axe mode? To get into Savage Axe mode, we actually need to get it off of a focus wound strike on a monster or after a perfectly timed guard. On this barrel, it's just not possible. So let's talk about how to get into SAED the fastest. The Charge Blade actually remains simple. We hold down the circle button momentarily to get a charged double slash. Then we press triangle,
So basically, they made it a training area where you cannot even try the weapon at its full power. That's so bad.
We get a shield thrust. And circle again for another double
it's the
slash.
beta, but give us something
now our
to
sword
try
is
the
charged up
weapons.
to red. We store the vials by holding the right trigger and pressing circle. This can be done in that combo that I was talking about. So we can do this. Charge double slash with circle, triangle and circle. Charge double slash again. And load the vials. You can actually see that our vials are doubly loaded now, which is new in Monster Hunter Wilds, a very cool addition. Now to get into the SAED, we do need to charge up the shield. We need to use the vials that are stored in the sword and put them into the shield, basically. The fastest way to get the shield charged is by pressing triangle and circle 3 times, and then pressing the right trigger.
That's not the
Our
way.
vials basically have been stored into our shield, which allows us access into a more powerful form of the axe form. One of the few ways to get into SAED now is by pressing the amped elemental discharge, which doesn't actually go straight into it anymore. We have to do a normal amped elemental discharge and then press the same button combination again to get the super amped elemental discharge.
Okay.
Ah, come on. All right, let's try again. We'll try from back here. Ooh! You play this play in Monster Hunter World in this for a good reason.
This
you have
is
a
a more
very
interesting
complicated weapon. This is not one of the easier weapons to play in Monster Hunter World, and it's for a good reason. You have a Kinsect on your arm. This is basically a buddy that helps you out by gathering extracts from monsters and certain parts, and gets you different buffs depending on where you hit the monster.
Guys, don't follow this tutorial for Charge Blade. Follow the one that we watched at the start of the VOD. So keep that in mind, guys. We're watching different tutorials. Which one does the better stuff? For Charge Blade, look at the one that there's at the start of our stream, because that one was definitely better than this. It explained it so much better stuff and shows you how to properly play the weapon, even if it's not in the training area, but you will understand more from it.
Well, we are only able to get the red buff, actually. If we hold the R2 button down, we actually have a reticle. It says nothing right now, but as we highlight the barrel, it'll tell us that we get the red buff. From there, it's as simple as pressing triangle to actually shoot your Kinsect out to harvest an extract. Your Kinsect now has a red extract. If you do nothing, it'll return to you, just like that. In the top left, you'll now see we have the red buff. There are 3 buffs total: red buff, white buff, and the orange buff. But we cannot get the white buff and the orange buff in this training area, at least I think. Combos are actually pretty fluid and normal with the Insect Glaive as well. Without the red buff, combos with the Insect Glaive are as follows. Triangle will get us a very simple attack combo, up to 3 times. By pressing the circle button in a neutral state, we can get the white sweep. And then pressing circle again will get us the overhead smash. But we can't do these infinitely. We'll have to switch up into the triangle attack button or the circle attack button combo as we finish the combos. So right here we can't go into triangle again. We gotta go circle. But then we can go triangle again. Or we can go circle. And we can keep doing a combination of all
Yeah, this is the ground
Now here's where things get interesting. With the Kinsect, let's harvest the extract again. The red buff actually gives our moves better properties. Now our Kinsect will return automatically, or we can hold the right trigger down and press circle to recall it. Now with the red buff, if you're an Insect Glaive main from another game or you played it before, all the combos are actually the same. Nothing's actually been changed a whole lot. Except we have a charge attack now. Pressing circle will do the typical white sweep, of course. But if we get a level 1 charge attack, we'll get that bad boy. If we go at level 2, we'll get an even more powered up version. By holding the right trigger and pressing the X button, you can actually get a vault. From here, you can do a mid-air evade by pressing the X button. Or after pressing the evade, you can actually press triangle to go in a different direction and get another attack. You can even send your Kinsect out from the air by holding R2 and pressing R1. Now what's interesting is that with the descending slash attack, we can actually do it out of midair. But if you do a normal pole vault, you actually don't really have enough time to get the charges. But if we hold down the circle button before we vault, we'll get the descending thrust, which is from other Monster Hunter games, like Monster Hunter World.
Wait a second!
It's from other Monster... But if we hold down the circle button before we vault, we'll get the descending thrust, which is from other Monster Hunter games, like Monster Hunter World.
So you have to charge before you jump your Kinsa Glaive back to do a descending thrust. What in the hell?
Like I said before, we can only get the red buff here, unfortunately, and as I was using a training area for this video, is a bit of an oversight that I couldn't get the other buffs. But if you do want to learn how to play the Insect Glaive, I am planning on making a guide for all the weapons eventually. But if we're talking about a split moment instance, or if you're trying to get in on a monster, there is a really solid game plan and damage combo that you can do.
You dumb. You sure? Guess what? You're muted.
Assuming you do have the red buff, we're going to vault in and do an aerial mark on the barrel. This gets your Kinsect out and starts attacking. From there, you're going to press triangle over and over again. But while you're pressing triangle, you can actually start holding circle down to get your charges. So as long as you keep the circle button held, you can do your normal triangle attack combo.
Dude, they actually
you're going to finish it like
weird.
normal, and then let go of circle. Now the light bow gun. It's light because we can run around with this bad boy, unlike the heavy
light
bow.
because we can run around.
Now the light bow gun has a plethora of ammo. If we hold down the L1 button to access
What the
items,
fuck?
whenever we're using a gun, we can actually see the ammo that we can use, and we can press the X or triangle button to select different ammo types. Our normal ammo level 2 with this bad boy is actually rapid fire on this light bow gun. Damage is actually kind of insane too. The first thing to know about the light bowgun is the reticle actually changes
normal ammo
depending on
good
how much
again?
damage that we're going to do. This orange reticle that you can see is actually the perfect distance we need to do to get good damage. But if we move out a little further, you can see the reticle isn't glowing orange anymore. It actually gets us garbage damage. As you can see
so
with Pierce
it
ammo,
works
a
the
mid-range
same as
distance is
Word.
fine, but if we get too close, it changes.
Yeah.
But if we go back to normal ammo, up close is fine.
Okay.
Same thing goes for spread ammo. Out of distance, not very good. But if we get up close to this bad boy, we got a straight up shotgun. We also have access to paralysis ammo, freeze ammo, thunder ammo, recovery ammo to shoot your teammates, and even armor ammo to shoot your teammates with. Pretty sick stuff. Something to note with the recovery and the armor ammo, however, though, is that it's actually AoE now that allies can run through. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Same thing goes with the armor ammo. Pressing triangle and circle at the same time will utilize your special ammo. It's in the bottom right, as you can see right above our ammo. This is known as our Wyvern Blast. A Wyvern Blast can be fired or a monster can run into it, and we'll get really good damage off of it.
For light bowgun?
It can trigger up to a few times.
Nothing special for now.
Well, quite literally 3 times, actually. And it recovers over time with a little bit of a cooldown. Our other ammo down there is actually our Focus Strike. Holding the left trigger with any weapon puts you into focus mode, of course, but with bow guns, you're actually already aiming. So pressing R1 will actually use the Focus Blast. You can press the R1 button to shoot a quick shot, or you can even charge it up by holding down the R1 button.
So this is the Focus Blast. Okay, this is
You can hold it down as long as you want. It does more damage, and you can get into better position, probably. Now let's talk about the light bowgun's special new mechanic, the rapid fire energy. Pressing circle will pretty much put a big drum magazine on our light bowgun. It enhances all of our shots. It uses this energy up as we shoot.
Oh, this is important, Atrox. This is important, guys. Look at this.
Shoot.
So basically, if you press circle to do the special boost stuff, you will charge the ammos that you already have, and actually, while shooting them, they will be boosted from the rapid fire. Yeah. Like you got normal ammo level 2 rapid fire, it will
we can fire a shot,
be
and then we
buffed
can
up
even
from
move in a direction and do a dodge, but it'll actually get us another attack.
How? We can also dodge. Oh!
There's actually a combo with this attack. We can't just keep doing dodges and getting attacks. As you'll see right here, we'll shoot, we'll do it again, but if we dodge again, it actually doesn't do anything. After shooting with the rapid fire energy, we can press the circle button to do the rapid chaser shot. So there is actually a combo with the light bowgun.
Combo with light bowgun? Seriously?
We're going to fire like normal, move in, And then do the chaser shot. Whenever you're not using the rapid fire energy, whenever you shoot, it actually replenishes the gauge faster.
Actually, light bowgun will require skill to be placed.
So if you were to do a combo, you put a Wyvern Blast down, and you'd have your rapid fire energy.
Welcome in your reverse.
From there, you try to aim to hit the blast and the monster at the same time, and then do the charging shot into the chaser shot. That seems to be the best damage that you can do with the light bowgun. That's actually still a combo as well.
Another one?
Heavy bowgun also has a plethora of special ammos. This heavy bowgun can use slicing ammo, which you can shoot at a monster's tail to actually get slicing damage.
Slicing ammo.
Wow, that does a lot of damage. Holy shit! Next up, we have sticky ammo, which in previous Monster Hunter games can knock out monsters and made heavy bowgun one of the best knockout monsters, even compared to the hammer. Wyvern ammo is also a thing. It wasn't really useful in past games, but who knows about this game? Being up close will get us big damage.
Of course, we already know
Demon ammo is also a thing, just like the buffs from the light bowgun, and is also an AoE.
Get buffs there, and it's all good.
Now, the special ammo with the heavy bowgun is a little bit different. That being the Wyvern Heart Ignition. This turns your heavy bowgun into a straight-up submachine gun. You'll notice that the damage actually isn't very good at first, but if you can continuously fire with it, the damage will get better. Starting with 7.9 into 16.4.
Okay.
Utilizing your special ammo, you can actually hold down the triangle button to get a Wyvern Counter Ignition. This is a move that can counter our enemies' attacks, and you can even charge it.
Watching tutorials out with it, yeah, dude. I mean, since we play on PC, it's better to be prepared. So I want to understand this better.
This is a move that can counter our enemies' attacks.
This can
you
counter
can even
enemies.
charge it and hold it down. It doesn't use all your meter though. Or you can even shoot off a quick blast.
Okay.
All things considered, if you have enough time for it, getting the whole Wyvern Heart Ignition off the normal way is the best way to go. But don't forget your demon ammo.
So demon ammo is kind of demon powder, I guess. Yeah, yesterday I borrowed the PlayStation and I played the game. I tried all the weapons.
The bow is a relatively simple weapon. It's a mix of range, but it feels like a melee. Pressing the right trigger a few times will get us upgraded bow shots every single time we press it in
just to understand
how
from level 1, which is normal what they can do, what they remove it, what they gain it.
You can also hold down your shot to get up to level 3.
It's what he said.
Shot, which fires 3 arrows very fast. Then we can press circle to do a power shot, which does a considerable amount of damage as well. But the quick shot is a bit better up close, so if you're at a distance, you better just stick with the normal arrows. The Dragon Piercer is also done by pressing triangle and circle at the same time. This takes a bit to wind up, but does good damage. If we get a charge going before we press triangle and circle, it actually changes to the 1,000 Dragons.
Yeah.
This is a spread shot akin to the circle power shot, which also does great damage. Now, something interesting with the bow, we actually have access to coatings, power coating and poison coating on this bow. While we have power coating equipped, pressing triangle will equip the coating. Right above where it says 8 out of 8 on the power coating is actually our bow's new meter. Utilizing the meter is actually utilizing coatings. So now that we have power coating equipped, our bow shots will do even more damage.
Of course.
But as you see, our power coating dwindles every time. To get more power coating, we have to actually utilize the meter. Now, while we're charging the bow, the same meter can also be used to press square to ready the tracer shot.
Oh, so you see this power code there, they refill there. Wow.
This is a shot that sticks right in the monster and stays there for a little while.
Wait a second, how do you put tracer on?
To press square to ready the tracer shot.
Square, okay.
This is a shot that sticks right in the monster and stays there for a little while.
With square, you place a tracer.
Shooting the tracer shot will actually get you more damage.
Yeah. So tracer are important. It's a lot about the tracer, but the tracer.
While a tracer shot is in a monster, we can actually shoot in any direction, and it'll home in on the monster, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one thing to note though is if you do have a tracer shot in the monster, you can't actually get another tracer shot in. It'll overwrite the first one. Now to get the best damage out of the bow, we're going to utilize our power coating. We're going to not use our tracer arrow.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Then we're gonna get a few volleys of shots into a Dragon Piercer.
Dude, so basically all the bow is gonna be based on where do I place my Tracer Arrow? Dude, it's insane, you know?
Huge damage, ladies and gentlemen. The bow
Finally,
also
bow
has
is
a
good.
focus
It was
attack
already good.
known as the Focus Fire Hailstorm. By itself, it doesn't really do much. We need the Tracer Arrow knocked loose as well.
Okay.
Then if we get into the focus mode reticle, you'll see that there's a triangle reticle that actually lights up over time, as long as you hold it down.
Wow.
If you do the focus fire too early, it doesn't amount to much. If you hold it down long enough, though, big damage.
I think that focus will help that thing to charge up faster. Wait a second, let me... banned. We banned.
What's also notable about the bow is that we now have access to the Flying Swallow Shot. Out of a charging sidestep, you can press the triangle button in any direction to get a jump attack. Pretty sick, if you ask me. There you have it, Terra Knights, the best combos for every single weapon, or just the best mechanics. Like I said in the beginning of the video, combos aren't really existent for some of these weapons in Monster Hunter, but typically most weapons have a lot of combo routes in this series. Even the Greatsword technically has its true charge / combo route, which hasn't really changed much. But that's all I've got for today's video.
Well, I'm gonna hit the like button just because he spent so much time explaining this, and I know how annoying it is. Dang. Actually, it's so good. I mean, he did only tutorial for charge blade. But yeah. This guy 11 hours ago. You should do make your Monster Hunter Wilds better. Make Monster Hunter Wilds better? What do you mean? So nice emoji, Lucy Artfilia. Monster Hunter Wilds better. Oh, I'm putting this on. In the meantime, let me have my lunch real quick. There you go.
Stark Hero, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds, this time with the playable demo, or I should say the open beta test. I have already put around 5 to 6 hours into this open beta test, as I have been playing through pretty much everything they have available. I have hunted down every monster that you can, at least as far as I know, multiple times, tested out different weapons and explored the map, and just overall had a very enjoyable time with Wilds. And in this video I want to sort of give you a rundown of what exactly you can expect to see in the playable demo, if you are someone that doesn't have PlayStation Plus or you are on Steam or Xbox, so you have no access to the playable demo yet. And it's essentially going to be a beginner's guide, a little bit of an introduction to the playable demo, and talk about some of these subtle changes and new features that the game has that a lot of people might have missed. So with that being said, let's get started. So for starters, a very important thing that you're going to want to do at the beginning of playing the demo is actually here in the main menu. You're going to want to come down here into options, and here in the graphics settings you're going to be able to select prioritized frame rate over resolution, because otherwise the game is going to be running at 30 frames per second at most, and me personally I just prefer having higher frame rates, so I went with this. And you're not able to change this while you are in the game, so if you were looking to improve your frame rate in Monster Hunter Wilds, this is how you do it. So as you can see right now, I am at the base camp. We have Gemma right here, and you have all of these settlements, though you can't really do anything with them here in the demo, but you are freely able to explore this entire map. As you can see, it is pretty huge, and I really like this 3D topography map. I think that it is really fantastic and lets you see all kinds of details that you couldn't see in the previous games. And what you're basically going to be doing in Monster Hunter Wilds is either going out into the open world, into the open field, which as you can see currently we're undergoing a sandstorm, or you come over here and speak to your handler, and Alma will tell you the quest that you have available. Now when you start the demo, you're only going to have available the very first one, where you have to fight against the Chadacabra, and as you fight these different monsters, you will unlock the ability to hunt them in a specific quest. Additionally, you can also group up with other members, you can look for different lobbies, you can even join quests where people have used their SOS flare, and here in the main menu you can even go all the way back to the lobby menu, and you're able to search for all of the available lobbies so that you can join them and have someone join on your quest. Now naturally, despite the number telling you that there are up to 100 members into a single lobby, you are likely only going to be able to see a limited number of players in the actual lobby, and of course you can only play with up to 3 other players. Now from here you can always go into the open world, and let's say for example that we want to hunt this Chadacabra right here. You can go ahead and mark it, call upon your sacred and hop on it, and you can have it simply automatically run towards that target, and it will take you there and you'll be able to hunt that monster. Another very important thing that you can see on the map is that with the different environmental changes, you're able to see a list of all of the upcoming events that you're going to be able to experience in the game. So for example, right now during the thunderstorm, there is the thundering Fildurite emergence, which means that you can go to these areas and you're going to find a surplus of this resource that is only available during the sand time. You can also check out the different monsters that are available, and sometimes on the right they will have question marks with a glowing icon, which means that they can have even more rare drops, such as Chadacabra's final item. They also get a strength rating, meaning that some of these monsters are going to be more powerful than others, and again you can check the different kinds of things that are now available given the current environment that is available in the game, and you can even see the forecast for what is going to show up after some time passes in the game. And as we can see, Raidao is about to show up as well. And you don't even need to start a quest or anything, you can simply run up to this Chadacabra and perform a sneak attack to deal extra damage, like so. And as you deal damage to this Chadacabra, you're actually going to start a quest. As you see right there, begin quest, you now have begun a quest against this Chadacabra, even though you didn't really accept any quest before going up to it. And now that we're up against this Chadacabra, let me show you the wounding system, which I know a lot of players were confused about. So as you can see right here, whenever I hold the L2 button, I'm able to see these red glowing spots on the monster because I've hit them multiple times in those exact spots. And the way that these wounds work is that they're kind of like pimples where I can hit them to deal extra damage, and you even see the tenderized icon, but if I hit them enough times, they're going to pop, and so I will no longer be able to take advantage of that extra damage. However, each weapon has a unique action that they are able to perform against those wounds. So for example, the dual blades, it would be this right here. Let me make sure that I land it. This very cool attack where you get backwards and then fly towards the monster and do the blade attack. And now that you do it, you're going to essentially just consume the wound, and you have to reapply it again by simply attacking the monster into a specific spot. So it is a very simple system, though it has some depth to it, where whenever you apply the wounds, you want to hit them a bunch of times to deal more damage, but also you don't want to hit the wound too many times to pop it, because you do want to use the special attack, that is the focus strike, because that is going to deal a lot more damage. And I mean, just look at how amazing this move is. But let's get away from that Chadacabra for now. Another thing that I want to show you is that of course while you are on your sacred, you can manually ride it, you can control it exactly as you desire, and while you are riding him, you can simply use your slinger to pick up any items that are on the floor, like so. So this is of course very useful for you to be able to gather stuff, especially while you have the sacred auto-targeting something, and you can for example sharpen your weapon on your way there, and of course you can even do it mid-combat, so you can call upon your sacred, wait for him to come, and then you sharpen your weapon or consume a potion, and because you're going to be riding him, you're going to be much safer. Just keep in mind that it takes a little bit of time for the sacred to catch up and get close to you, so it's not necessarily a get out of jail free card. Now another thing that I want to show you here in the demo that is really cool is of course the new feature, the pop-up camps. So when analyzing this map, as you can see on this menu right here, I'm able to press right on the D-pad, and that is going to open up this menu, and I can highlight all kinds of different things for me to go and pick up. If I want to get a specific material, I'm able to highlight the special environmental things, and I'm also able to analyze the monster threat level, and I can filter it on and off. And this is also how you fast travel between the different camps. So you're going to have the base camp at the start of the game, and you're also going to get the Kunafa Windsong Village. But then there's all of these other camps that you can set up, so let's go visit one of them right now. So these pop-up campsites that you're able to place, you can't exactly place them anywhere you want. They're similar to the campsites of the previous games where they have designated areas where you can place them, and you're actually limited in the number of these pop-up campsites that you can place in a designated location. So for example, in the Windward Plains, I believe that you can only have up to 4 of these different pop-up camps. But the way that you find them is by going to these locations that have a signpost as an icon. You can even target them. Let's do this one that is a little bit closer, for example, and you can fast travel to a close location. And again, we're going to get on top of our sacred and automatically ride to our destination. And it looks like the sandstorm has subsided. And once we get to these designated areas, as you can see right here, you get this green highlights telling you that you are able to set up a pop-up camp right here. So for example, I'm able to do it just like that. I put it on my radial venue, and you can set it up with the low cost of 150 resource points. So let's go ahead and do it. Now something to pay attention is that when I was placing this pop-up camp, it stated that it was an unsecure location. From what I found, each of these pop-up camp locations are going to have a rating of safety, with some being more secure than others depending on the location you're in, but also because of the environmental hazards. So for example, there is this one pop-up camp that you can place here in the Oasis, and for the most part it is a secure location. However, when the sandstorm rolls in and Raidao shows up, it actually stops being a safe location and becomes not an unsafe location but actually a dangerous location, which means that this camp is actually very likely to be broken down by a monster. And I actually do believe that there is a camp around here that I have broken somewhere, so you kind of have to manage which locations you want to have so that you can fast travel between them. So for example, there's really not much sense in having this one right here when I already have the base camp right here. So it would be much more beneficial for me to, for example, remove the Area 9 Lookout Hill, for example, and replace it with this one on Area 10. And when these locations end up being broken, these pop-up camps, you're going to need to talk to one of these pop-up camps professionals, or professionals I should say, and you're going to need to have them fixed. Or if you want to get an additional camp, but you are already at the limit, you're going to need to talk to them and have them remove that camp for you. My current favorite pop-up camps are definitely this one right here on Area 6 because it is very hidden, so it is very safe and is always very close to a lot of monsters. And I also like this one a lot on Area 16 because it is close to where Raidao tends to appear, and again is not at the risk of actually being destroyed. And once the game fully releases, this pop-up camp has the added benefit of being close to all of these resource nodes that you're able to collect, so you're going to gain a lot of benefit from having a pop-up camp very close to this. Now you might notice there on the right side of the screen the environment overview. And naturally, as you explore the vast Windward Plains, we cannot forget about a very key habit in Monster Hunter, and that is of course to eat before you go on a hunt. However, this time, because the hunts are now on this open world like space, you can actually have one of these meals last for multiple different hunts. Because when we go, for example, here to the recommended meal, you can see that the meat is going to give us additional health and stamina, but we get some additional buffs and we also get additional attack. And by adding these two ingredients, the Drool Shroom and the Eastern Honey, we're able to get a couple of food skills, but on top of that, we're also able to extend the duration of the food buff, because now the food buffs that you get from cooking a meal are actually going to take effect for a long period of time. It's not going to affect a single hunt. As you can see right there on the top right corner of the screen, there's an effect duration of 50 seconds because it's by default 30 minutes, and we add extra 20 minutes by having the Drool Shroom. So we're going to go ahead and cook this, and look at that beautiful cutscene. And now for the next 15 minutes, we're going to be able to enjoy the benefits of this buff. I wish he would say so tasty at the end. Another thing that you might have noticed throughout the video is these pop-ups on the right corner of the screen saying environmental overview. They simply let you know that a monster has shown up or a monster has left, which was a feature that was already present in Monster Hunter World. But of course, if you're ever in doubt, you can always check the environmental overview, see what exactly are the active monsters around and if there are any active events. And as you can see right here, the active event is the mining outcrop upsurge. So if this were the full game, I would definitely fast travel to this campsite right here and I would reap so many rewards from this. And actually, because I started attacking that Characabra, I am currently still on that same quest. So do remember to go ahead and abandon or return from quest if you do not wish to proceed with the rest of the quest and simply want to explore the rest of the map. Now before I partake on a more difficult hunt and show you a couple more things, another thing of course that you can do while on top of your sacred is naturally to swap between different weapons that you might have equipped, because now you can carry up to 2 of them. And as you can see right here, I have equipped the dual blades and the hunting horn. You do this by simply pressing the right button on the D-pad, and as you can see it is very seamless. You're totally capable of doing this in the middle of the quest. Simply call upon your sacred, and once you're on top of the sacred, press the right button on the D-pad and there you go. As simple as that. That being said, on the other hand, if you press the left button of the D-pad, you're going to be bringing up the supply items that are going to be stocked on the sacred inventory. You get these as you are hunting a monster on an actual quest. Again, it doesn't really matter how you actually start the quest. You can go ahead and talk to Alma to get a quest, or you can simply run up to one of these monsters and start attacking them. And another very cool feature that I think is very subtle but very good is that you can now actually see the duration of all of the buffs that you have currently equipped. Ooh, that's a lot of rewards for a single Chotacabra. So because I have the dynamic health bars and the dynamic HUD, whenever I'm not in combat, nothing is really showing, but whenever I press the L1 button, or I'm actually in combat, you get all of this information on the top left corner of the screen. And as you can see, there is a timer on the top left as well. And that is actually the timer for my food buff. So it gives you the exact amount of time that you have left with your food buff, which I think is simply fantastic. Additionally, whenever you get any kind of buff, like for example if I consume this adamant seed and get a defense buff, as you can see it shows up on the top left corner of the screen, and if I press the L1 button, it's going to show a small circle. And this circle actually indicates the duration of my defense buff, so you're able to very easily keep track of it, know when it's about to run out, and you would actually be able to consume another adamant seed before this one runs out to simply refresh the buff. And this actually extends to debuffs as well. So if for example you are paralyzed or you are affected by water blight for example, if you press the L1 button you will actually be able to see the duration of those debuffs. Again, it's a very subtle change, one that I love a lot because it allows players to have much more control of everything, so it's a nice change in my opinion. And of course another huge change that I know a lot of people are going to love is that now you can actually pause the game whenever you want. Now this probably doesn't work in multiplayer, I have not played multiplayer yet so I do not know for sure, but hey, it's a feature that a lot of people were requesting that it be brought back, and now we actually have it. And actually if you go here into the options menu, you're going to find that there are a lot more options than there normally is, so that is of course very good. As you can see, you're able to change so many settings that you couldn't change previously, and you're even able to change a lot of things that your support hunters, that is to say, whenever you use the SOS flare when you're playing by yourself, you're going to get follower NPCs that are going to help you out even while you are by yourself in an offline session, and you can decide to not display their damage numbers, you can decide to make it so that they cannot use offset attacks, power clashes, that they cannot mount the monster, etc, etc. One big change that I particularly love is that now you can actually have it so that the damage numbers will display with decimal numbers on them, so you can have a much more precise indication of the exact damage that you are dealing to the monster. Then there's all of the camera settings. I'm not really going to go over them, I'll have my proper video when the game releases where I address what I believe to be the best settings, and there's even a colorblind assistance mode and arachnophobia filter that you can add on the game. Also, another big feature that the developers have added is the ability to fully customize your HUD. As you can see, you can select any element of the HUD you may desire. So for example, let's go into the chat notifications and you're able to make it smaller or larger, and you're even able to hide some of these notifications and HUD elements. So me for example, I often like to have a lot of these turned to very small because I like to keep my HUD clean most of the time, and by pressing the triangle button you even have the option of turning every single element to small, big, or to hide all of them. And when you look at the right side of the screen you can see that a lot of those elements are now colored red, which means that I have modified a lot of them. It's not going to make a huge difference, but it's something that is going to make a difference, and I thought it's something that you guys would appreciate. So there are plenty of options for you to enjoy in this game. Now one thing that I was hoping would not make a return in Wilds, but sadly that's not the case, is the return of the bloated damage values that we saw being introduced into Monster Hunter World. Basically because all of these weapons are your typical starter weapon for each different weapon type, they would naturally have all around the same number of attack. But because the developers want you to understand that the greatsword hits for a larger damage number, they have bloated the attack values on these weapons to kind of give you an idea of some of the damage outcome that you can expect from some of them. This leads to a lot of confusion of course, so I was hoping that this would not return in Wilds, but it looks like that's going to be here to stay. And as you can see, you also get a lot of armor customization options. You get 4 different entire armor sets to choose from, those being the default armor set, the Chadacabra set, the Toshiguma set, and the Balahara set. Though quite frankly, the starter set is the best in my opinion because it comes with Divine Blessing. And again, you're able to freely choose between 2 different weapons to pick from this list, and you would even be able to pick 2 different dual blades for example, but because we only have a single pair of dual blades, I'm not actually able to take 2 different pairs of dual blades with me. Oh, look at those rewards for Doshiguma. That's actually very good. But before the food buff runs out, let's actually go over here to Alma and let's post a raid out quest. And as you can see, you can actually select the departure points depending on the pop-up camps that you have set up. So I'm going to start in area 9, that is very close to where raid out tends to be. You have the option of posting the quest and preparing beforehand. So right now I posted the quest, but I don't actually go onto the quest itself right away. But if I select to open up this window, it's very much like the previous games, you're able to go right away. That is going to take you to the campsite, and as you can see now the area has changed and raid out is very close by. Now one thing that I'm actually going to do, oh, we actually got the supply items like I said before, so now if I get on top of the sacred, you can see the extra supply items that I have here that we're able to take with us. Oh, look at that boy right there, that's who we're going to hunt. Now what I'm actually going to do here that I've never done before is I'm going to use the SOS flare because I want to try to hunt with the follower companions. So let's see how this works. And it looks like the support hunter Olivia has actually joined us already, and now we're getting support hunter Rosso as well. So yeah, it looks like this works pretty well. You just pop the SOS flare and you're able to get all of these hunters to help you out. And it looks like this is going to work as expected, where if you have 3 players, none of you gets the Palico to accompany you, which is understandable. It will definitely get very hectic. Now one thing to keep in mind, a lot of people were kind of hating on the idea of the Palicos now being able to speak, and that's actually that you can actively change multiple times in the game, not only when you create your Palico, but when you create your Palico for the first time, you're actually able to select 2 different kinds of voices for the Palico, and you're also able to change the pitch of the voice of the Palico. Ooh, I got hit there. And in my case, I actually made my Palico have a lower pitch, and it just sounds like a normal human, and that's pretty funny to me, and it doesn't bother me at all. It may not be super immersive, but again, you are able to turn it off and have the Palicos simply growl instead of having them speak human language. So if that,
of course I will turn off the voice of the Palico.
That bothers you, don't worry, you're able to freely change it. But they actually do say some fun stuff, so I am going to keep them active. So I do recognize Olivia. I'm pretty sure that that's the night woman from the story that accompanies us, but I don't know about the rest of these hunters. I believe that they're just randoms. Let's see, this one got the mount, Rosso with a heavy bowgun. Is Radau gonna fall down? There you go. I don't think I actually ever mounted. Yeah, I don't think I ever mounted yet. Oh, look at that. Now the dual blades have received a huge
doesn't even have it mounted? Are you making videos?
Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds.
Same guy. Alright guys, honestly speaking,
Capcom has shown 2 huge features for Monster Hunter Wilds that
how do I get it?
Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds.
Well, I don't know guys, like there are too many things that have changed. Like all the skill that you gained from Word, like very few of them you're gonna carry through Wilds. Very few of them you're gonna be able to actually, you know, well, very fast. Your aim was good. Words on, dude. I don't know. I mean, the problem is all that shit of Wilds. It doesn't make want to play Word. Let's check out a thing. Let's check out a thing. Are we able to pre-download that stuff? Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh, still no beta out. Still no beta out.
Oh, is this it?
Welcome, travelers. I present you.
Shut up. Why it's on my wish list? I pre-ordered it. What is going on? Oh. Wait a second. So DualSense and wait. Oh, so PlayStation controller will be able without only with USB, not with Bluetooth? What the fuck? So you cannot play with a PlayStation controller on computer with Bluetooth? In Wilds? Shit. Guys, this is a problem. My opinion, it's a problem. And they still did not changes anything there, but I think that all this requirements and stuff, they will be changed from after the beta release. But dude, this is so weird. It's so weird that only USB will be supported. Did the girl ask for Insta? Who? Who did? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What you actually talking about? So anyway, you can add friends from there. No, all the Wilds news are actually over. We watched everything, guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Dark.
We watched everything. That's right. Let's see if we... Yeah, from this. 11 hours ago, it's the closer one. Yeah, this was Peppo with Longsword solo on Rado. Yeah, weird to say that Peppo loves Wild's Longsword, because I knew that Peppo's favorite Longsword was from Freedom Night, which was much more simple. Mouse and Keyboard King. Well, I don't know. Perfect parry.
Taking place each day. We've had so many incredible new features shown off, with one of them being exactly how these new parries are going to work. We've seen multiple weapons during their overviews parrying and repelling monsters. They all revolve around a perfect timing mechanic, be it a charged attack or a combo input. The Greatsword's charged upswing attack is a fantastic example, charging then releasing the attack to collide with the monster as it's striking, causing it to be parried and repelled back. I believe this is going to add so much fluidity to the combat, making it feel so involved and dynamic. What are your thoughts?
I paid $500.
Yeah. The problem is that we will get to see how to do parry with every weapon, but I think that we have to wait a bit to get a video about that. We definitely have to wait a bit, I guess. Charge by new moves guide, we already watched it. Yeah. Yeah, we just have to wait, guys. We have to wait. It comes out to PC, or from when it will be on PC. We'll see actually how the game will run on PC. First of all, second of all, we will see actually. We will get a lot of new videos of the new mechanics and stuff, cause you know it's something that. I mean, on PC, it's easier to make videos than from the capture card of the PlayStation off with the screen sharing of the PlayStation. And we know that for a fact. So, yeah. I definitely cannot wait for new mechanics against monster for like parries with every weapon. This is something that I definitely want to get. I definitely want to get from it. No, yeah, we will let you watch it everything? Dude, we watch it every video? God dang. Nützliches Tipps dummes Hardel. I don't even know what language is this. Anyway. Third 3 confirmed monster. We already know about that even. Did they release something new about the site, how the demo is going? Okay, no, we got some commands by people, which is okay. We got some commands. Like this guy on Reddit is arguing about the quality of the image of the activation of 120 Hertz was less than 1080p, sorry. And it says basically that it will not be constantly at 60 FPS, little less than 60 FPS in every moment. I tried for a moment the resolution of 1440p. Alright, so but yeah, so basically on PlayStation and the demo, guys, all you put performance mode. Performance mode will allow you to get more FPS but very low graphics, so even down sometimes it will be even under 1080p. And if you put down graphic mode with 1440p, it even can drop below 30 FPS. So keep that in mind. We have to figure out also on PC how it will work, right? Now let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this because we have to figure out, do we have any new stuff? Alright, limited bonus, online play, cross play. Oh wait, cross buy is not supported, cross save is not supported. Okay, so yeah, this is important to know, guys. So cross save, cross buy, it's not a thing. So keep that in mind. If you start on one platform, you will have to do all again, including buying the game, because the cross save will not be a thing. They said that maybe, I remember the first Gamescom that they did, they announced that there was a chance to have cross save, but they decided actually to don't put it because they're gonna lose money, I guess, from it. That's understandable. Definitely understandable. Alright, save data bonuses. We already know about this. No, do we have anything new? These are the trailers, showcase, focus modes. Okay, yeah, they're not talking about. They are not talking about the demo, and this is a problem, in my opinion. Open beta test. Yeah, it's gonna be from the 1st of November for me. And we will test also out the crossplay. We will test out the crossplay. Yeah, but there are no complaints about the demo yet. Literally none. So yeah. Review. Little damper on my demo time. Alright. Maybe they will fix that. Complaints will come. Yeah. Alright, what is this guy saying? What is this guy saying? Oh no, he just put it a video on. We're not gonna watch another video. What if you playable demo station in total? Alright. Yeah, but remember, guys, notice this, that this is a beta, okay? So this is a beta. And regarding this, the beta version, alright, they don't say the version about this, but I'm gonna hop off from now. I will also in a bit. The beta version is not even the 1.000. It's still the 0.000.1. So it's still like a sort of a demo. It's not even close to the demo itself. So they will release new betas. This is a beta. The beta, guys, keep this in mind. The beta is not the demo. Beta and demo are two different things. The beta is actually to see what works and what doesn't work with the function, the basic function of the game. The demo is actually to test how the game is available for players. Okay? So this is not a demo. This is a beta. Beta is a thing, demo is another thing. There are two different things. Keep that in mind. Alright. So, well. I don't want to play Word today, guys. I don't, realistically. Tomorrow we're gonna have... No, not tomorrow, actually, Atrox. Not tomorrow. That's gonna be after tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have, other stuff. Definitely other stuff. Dude, it's already 31st to you? Now it's 31st for you, Walktrough? Because actually for me it's not. For me is... it's the 30th of November, not 31st. Yeah, but it's you will have it late night when for me it will be already 1 a.m. It will be already 1 a.m. It will already be 1 a.m. for me. So yeah, there will not be a wild stream like during my daytime tomorrow. We'll do something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna put on some Dragon Balls. We're gonna do a walkthrough maybe between old Monster Hunter games. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. I don't want to play Word before the beta comes out on PC. Since yesterday I tested out the beta, and the feeling that I have on Monster Hunter World is so much different than the feeling that I have on Monster Hunter Wild. So I don't want to get forced by Word while playing this. Because actually, guys, let's seriously talk it. Word is the peak of Monster Hunter. It's literally the peak. Okay? And if you expect Wilds to be better than Word, and if you start with that idea, there's an high chance that you're gonna be disappointed. And we don't want it, of course. We don't want it. Yeah, I noticed that video on X was the 30-second video. It was just base combo. We watched it too already. Also, that's just the continue of the combo of the Demon Dance, because you have 3 Demon Dance that you can do in one combo, plus the follow-ups. And you can do also all the other followers and stuff. No, Walktrough, I don't want to play Word. Like, literally, guys, I don't want to play Word. I mean, this demo makes me not want to play Monster Hunter World. So, since that I tested it yesterday, I was alright. I cannot play Word. Because it's too much different. I mean, if you play Word, you're gonna be forced in Wilds to do the things that you do basically in Word. And, dude, it's... Listen, it doesn't matter how many hours, how many hunts, how many things have you done in Monster Hunter World. Wilds is another game. Okay? Wilds is another game. It's not like you're good in Word, you're gonna be good in Wilds. No. No. It doesn't work. Like, remove this mindset from your brain. Because if you practice in Word a lot, I mean, okay, positioning, stuff, basic stuff, you can learn about it. But dude, everything is different. Everything is changing. And you have to act different in Wilds. Also, the mechanics, the response that you have from your hunter, from the visibility that you have, it's different. So, if you get in Word, it doesn't mean, I mean, for example, in Wilds, there's an high chance that I'm gonna suck. I don't want to lie to you guys. I mean, you see me doing Word like Fatalis with no armor, I don't know, other stuff around this. But in Wilds, I mean, the story will start from the beginning. It's gonna be like a new Monster Hunter game with new mechanics, new buttons, new presses, and you have to get used to it. Because actually, if you have forced the habit in Wilds, like, I don't know, Great Sword, you do slash into Slinger Burst, into TCS. No, you cannot do that in Wilds. So, you have to act different. You have to position different, and you have also to consider when you want to do a parry, which deals even more damage than the TCS sometimes, as we saw from a certain video. It may also depend on what part of the monster you're going to hit, but this is what you're going to do. Alright, so, guys, for today is enough. I'm gonna, right now, let's rate him. Let me have a look. Who's actually streaming? I mean, there's Snake. Snake is playing some Word. Well, let's write to him. Let's write to Snake. He's still doing personal best. At least it's what the title says, but I'm not sure it's doing this. Yeah, it's probably actually doing Elytra now. Yeah. Alright. So guys, thanks everyone for being there with me. And we're gonna see you tomorrow with more news. Or maybe I'm gonna play some Dragon Ball. And finally, after tomorrow, we're gonna play Wilds together. We're gonna do an open lot before Wilds, testing out all the weapons, all the stuff. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. All right, bye bye guys.